Ooh, doggy, am I excited for this session. Alright.
Harry's like, fuck, I finally have to reveal the plot to them.
I'm
Fuck,
like,
I wanted to
oh
keep it in the dark for
god,
so
there's a
long.
lot of talking in this session.
No, Harry,
No!
you were literally like,
Oh,
oh, I was gonna keep them in the dark for so long. You're like, after 3 years, I'm finally forced to reveal stuff about my plot. Fuck
so
me.
much stuff is about to happen. Well, not that much stuff, but you'll
I
see.
love stuff.
Stuff is good when it makes sense. Let's see if we can do that. Okay. So, last session was session 60. And now we are on session 61 of Tragedy of War. We are missing Matt for the beginning of this session. That's okay. We got Parker here in his
We have
place.
a sub.
I mean, Vough is basically dead, so actually, it'll be funny
Vough
'cause
is
when Matt comes in, we'll be like,
pretty
oh, hey, Matt,
suicidal.
we brought Vough back. And he's like, what?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll have to check in with Mike after this recap and see what he thinks about
Oh, wait, Vough is Mike's character, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant Nicholai.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, blue people are all the same to me. Sorry, I'm
True.
racist.
Wait, did I not hear a last time on Tragedy War? Was that killed or did I
We're,
just miss it?
we're getting to that. We're getting to that.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll kick it off with a recap of session 60. Last time on Tragedy of War. The session began with the faithful few entering the throne room atop the Red Citadel within the Kingdom of Forlorn. They were unsure exactly what to expect upon entering this chamber, but they knew it would most likely end in violence. They realized Emperor Catal's throne was empty. But soon, a rather unremarkable Dragonborn stepped out from the shadows. This Dragonborn, by all accounts, was not a twin-headed serpent, as
Tatsu?
depicted on the mural above his throne, and yet he was undoubtedly Emperor Catal. That would have been hilarious if I just put Katsu on the throne.
God, I can't believe you didn't tell us you were the Lord of Forlorn.
Oops.
Catal stepped atop a column in the center of the room, kind of like a podium, big thick podium, and produced a flask of guar. And the party immediately realized they had entered this throne room at a rather, I guess, depending on your perspective, opportune time, as it seemed to be in the middle of a ritual. The other Dragonborn within the room urged Emperor Catal to continue on with the ritual. But the Emperor's eyes drifted down to you all as you entered, and there was a moment of hesitation. And then there was an explosion. Nicholai, Vitali, had teleported from the back line of his party to the top of the column with Emperor Catal, with 2 delayed fireball casts primed on his chest. He and Catal shared only a brief momentary glance before the explosion.
What the fuck?
The bang.
Can you describe Catal's facial expression when he saw Nicholai charging at him?
Nicholai would be the only one to receive that description, but you imagine it was one of perhaps surprise and but not in like a worried sense, kind of like a raised of the eyebrows, kind of like a curious expression. And then the bang happened and shattered the flask of the Gwar and engulfed Catal in smoke, which caused confusion throughout the room. Though the other Dragonborn, who were goading Catal earlier, did not appear to worry for their emperor, as Catal inhaled the smoke, the surrounding smoke cloud, and declared the players his enemy. The Gwar was carried up a pillar of purple light to the ceiling of the Red Citadel, where the bones of a dead dragon hung. But it wasn't just any dragon. It was Saeoth, the last dragon, the mother savior, the enemy of Rapture. The Gwar spread throughout this ancient skeleton and caused it to fall to the room below after eating away the supporting ropes. Some kind of primordial abomination rose from this fall, an artificially alive version of what it was supposed to be. Animate, yet inanimate, as Dr. Aluzad put it. It was a monster not made by necromantic means, but by guaromancy. This dragonborn empire had truly forsaken everything that it once was. What followed was an arduous battle. Vough was the first to succumb to his injuries after facing off against both Catal and General Osgoth, who stood by the Emperor's side. Ocerus, who managed to deliver the killing blow to Emperor Catal, was also felled by the might of Osgoth's hammer. Meanwhile, Rolland and Bosong had been trading blows with the enemy herself, Saeoth. Khanek assisted in both fights simultaneously from a safe distance with the help of his many demons, while also moving to intercept an attempted flee attempt by Kotsa, the High Guaromancer. And miraculously, Nicholai had somehow survived the explosion he forced upon himself at the beginning of the exchange. He was brought back several times throughout this battle, his fate still apparently undecided by Umare. He rose to assist Everard Zorn, Roland's father, in handling the Dread Knight opposition. Like the other faithful, both Nicholai and Everard were eventually clonged over the head by General Osgoth as his rampage tore toward Khanek. It also became clear that Kotsa's primary goal was to allow for other Dragonborn reinforcements to enter the room by removing the bar which Everard had placed in the door. Unfortunately for him, the only reinforcements that seemed to arrive were another group of adventurers, and they were on the side of the faithful few, or at least on the side against Emperor Catal. As they entered, these nameless adventurers caught Khanek as he fell unconscious, and went on to distract General Osgoth. On the other side of the room, Rolland bled out on the throne room stairs, finally succumbing to his injuries, while Bosong finished the fight on his behalf. Bosong landed a series of crushing blows with his hammer, caving in the bone skull of Saeoth with one final decisive strike. As the momentum of the battle swung toward the favor of the faithful few, Khanek managed to keep his feet, brandishing a lightning wand and blasting both Kotsa and General Osgoth. The lightning blast turned Kotsa into smithereens and weakened Osgoth to the point where Nicholai could finish him off. And so the session ended with Nicholai, fated, apparently, to continue living, having been denied his freedom of choice to die for an entire combat, blew himself up and General Osgoth with a shatter spell. The remaining faithful few stood with these newfound stranger allies, ready to loot and help the wounded. So, let's switch scenes.
This is where I wish I had shadow play for years, and then I could have a clip of John saying, "I loot the body." I play that after every combat. Rush there.
So
Jack, we
probably
need to
fine.
get an AI voice.
who of the gang here is up besides Bosong?
Khanek,
Just Khanek.
I believe.
All right, Khanek, it's on you. Then to chat these guys.
So yeah, there's kind of a few
So,
things that
Khanek-
could be prioritized here. How do you want to go about it?
Khanek is putting his bandages back up, and he says, "All right, before we get to talking, let's make sure everyone's alive." And then he's going to go over to
Happy to help.
Ocerus, because I think Ocerus is going to be the person closest, because he's directly far right. I'm not at my PC right now since I'm watching something, but he's the person I believe was near the throne, so that's a straight shot. So he's going to go Ocerus first, because he's assuming Ocerus can also revive. So he's going to pull out one of the revivify spells that Nicholai gave him, and he's going to
I can literally do
slap
this.
Ocerus with it. Yeah, but Ocerus is closer. Wait, isn't Ocerus closer than Rolland?
They're
It's
both about
equidistant.
they're both about the same. Well, you're on the
Ocerus-
hypotenuse cannon.
I think Ocerus looks cooler, so I go to Ocerus.
I think Ocerus looks cooler!
Let's see
Anyways.
here.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I'm actually
you-
up. I'm up already.
Yeah, what happened to get you
I
up?
have 5 points.
I'm trying to remember.
Someone healed. I think
Someone
it was someone.
This is weird. It says
Was
I'm
it the-
dead, but I
one of the
also have 5
NPCs?
points of...
Or did you guys level
Harry,
up, and that's why?
When I
Maybe you guys
leveled
leveled
up, does it
and
get
you
me
gained-
up with 5 hit points?
Oh, it was the level up. It was the level up.
No.
Sorry, technically not up. It's still down. It's still down. It's still down.
Son of a bitch.
It was the level up that got the HP back.
But there is something that happens instead for you, Rolland.
He permadies. I revivify him, and then it says, "You can't be revivified. Your destiny is here to
We
die.
will get
Nikolai
to
will
that.
live on."
Yeah, Nicholai will live on.
Over my dead fucking...
Yeah, you're right. It is over your dead body, because you're dead, dumbass.
And you're dead. You're dead. Kid.
Yippee! Yippee! Okay, so Khanek runs across. I'm just moving your token to Ocerus. And Khanek, as you're running up, you're, kind of slit, there's blood and guar all over this throne room. You're,
Yeah, Harry.
huh,
I am burned.
yeah.
I'm so burned. Remember, he fucking ignited the air around me or some bullshit. I don't remember what he did. But he fucked me up.
Incinerating cloud or something.
Yeah, he incinerating clouded me to get me down, so I'm fucked I'm so fucked.
Yeah, as you're running, your bandages are kind of flowing a little bit in the air, tattered and scorched, and yeah, you occasionally your foot kind of slides a little bit too far on the obsidian glass floor, paved over, the bones of the enemies of the Dragonborn Empire, and you keep your feet, but are able to make it to the other side of the room after your echoing footsteps subside, and you run up this golden set of stairs that are now caked with blood of Dragonborn and your allies, and you make it to Ocerus's body, which is conveniently beside Voes, and you see the Arakakra adventurer who had come in with the rest of the group. He is knelt down beside Vough, tending to his wounds. While tending to his wounds, you see that he's, checking if he's alive, which he's not, of course. But, the Arakakra doesn't seem to know this yet, and as you approach, you see that his wings look to have been burned off of the back of his person, and he looks up at you as you approach, and he says, "They have both been taken from life. Have you any healing?"
In a way. And I pull out the spell scroll.
Sure, yeah. This
Lamau.
Where is... This is the Arakakra you see. I just flashed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You pull out a scroll, and as you do so, the Arakakra kind of rises to his feet, kind of takes a backward knee step, away from the bodies as you channel the magic. What's the scroll? Revivify?
Correct. Revivify. That's what Matt said, at least. He said 2 scrolls of Revivify.
Yeah. And they were, thankfully.
Matt just lied. They're just not.
The words that you read aloud are of another language that you understand the pronunciation of, but you don't know. And as you read the words, the letters shimmer with magic, and the scroll begins to dissipate and dissolve into ashes as the magic flows from the scroll into Ocerus, laying upon these stairs. And Ocerus, you feel your heart beat.
You see a toothy grin of an even more burnt Khanek standing over you, and he says,
"Do I see your face, or are you still bandaged?"
No, I'm bandaged. You can see parts of my skin, and what worse, once old burn scars are now freshly you can just see blood and pus oozing out of my fucking skin.
Nice.
Yum.
What did you say to me?
He says, "First time, Harbinger."
Actually, yes. No one's been able to take me down before.
What the
And yeah, as he asks you this question, Will, Ocerus, he's been prepared for the idea of death, in his training as a Harbinger, they kind of talk about it and prepare you for the eventuality of that happening, but they never actually physically go through with it during the training, though that was being entertained by King Anodyne upon your departure to be added to the training regimen.
I've never once died before. I won't fear it. I look around to see who else is down.
You see Vough immediately beside you, to your left, and he looks more like a puddle than he normally does.
I would recommend helping up Rolland. If you have any magics at your disposal that bring back life, that's not exactly my specialty.
Alright, I'll look around for Rolland. Do I see
Literally.
the whatever his name is? Emperor Cathal before Rolland?
Oh,
Rolland
You
also.
son of
I
a
have
bitch!
I see you eye Catal, and I was like, I have the same idea as you, Ocerus. Catal seemed hesitant. I have another scroll ready, just in case. But Rolland should also be able to bring someone back.
So you get Rolland, I'll get Catal.
What the fuck?
Perhaps questioning should wait until we're all back alive. We don't know if there's further reinforcements coming. We should prioritize our strength in numbers before there's...
the Azamar flies across the room. You hear the beating of his angelic wings carry him over the purple altar, over the dead body of Saeoth, and landing gracefully upon the golden steps which you find yourselves. And he, as voices carry in this echoing chamber, says, "No, we must not bring back Emperor Catal. Stay your hand."
We'll discuss, but you were not here when we killed Catal. He is a weak and feeble old man. Nothing like the twin dragon that we had expected. He is what I would consider a fraud.
I can assure you, he is not. He is no fraud. This is him. If you are to bring him back, you are to bring back the Empire of Forlorn, which you have swiftly decided is done.
If we bring him back, he'll simply die immediately. We killed him the first time with no effort. He is nothing but a feeble old man.
We do not have
Listen.
time for... we do not have such luxuries to question. We do not have time in this place.
We have destroyed their highest leadership. Their underlings have no
And who
power.
exactly are you?
There are more coming. And he turns to
Lock the doors!
Ocerus.
What the fuck?
Simply lock the doors.
Someone arrest me!
Did somebody say
Not now,
motherfuckers?
Roland. We're role playing.
He turns to look at the doors and then back to Ocerus. Amarkan Amadeus. And I urge you all to think about your next steps very carefully in this place.
We didn't hear about you in Safeguard. Perhaps you should be the one who helps Rolland up. An Archon. I thought their last Archon fell. And then Rolland was left as one of the only people the Seraph could trust.
This man, he is a servant of Safeguard.
You've never heard of Captain Zorn of Safeguard?
No.
What?
Been locked away for a very long time. He flap, lands beside you.
How about you help your fellow countrymen and leave the rest to us?
Yeah, he flies away upon that note, and he kneels down, his mind having been spoken. But, so where do you two go from there?
I'm gonna revive Catal.
God, I hate you.
I follow Ocerus because I had the same idea anyways.
Guys, it's 1 minute. 1 minute remove a fire.
Yeah, I know, but... No, I tried to...
The other guy's getting you, and then Vo's They'll give Vough.
You have a scroll.
Okay, so
Yeah, but I need to be here for the call shit because I have the same idea. So this is important to Khanek.
Unfortunately, I don't care about Vough that much. Fuck you, Mike.
I have a second character. It's okay.
Yeah, me too.
as Archon Amadeus flies over to Rolland, you all hear an echoing cry upon his chest.
Oh no!
Oh hell no!
How did the baby survive? Rolland got hit with so much fucking AoE.
I'm gonna lay on hands.
If you, oh, by the way, we have a baby now, Parker.
Yeah.
It's baby Dalen.
Huh?
After Phil Parker.
It's Dalen's baby.
Baby Dalen.
Wait,
It's
let
Dalen's
Vough
love
die,
child.
I'll just be a baby. I'll just be crying the whole time. It'll be so sick.
So what changes, Mike, exactly?
I'll just be crying. Wah! That'll be my character.
So what changes?
I'm
And
so ready.
so Rolland, we'll go to your perspective.
Right.
Which is
I'm dead. So
bleak nothingness right now, but
yeah.
I'll narrate what happens is this Azamar imbues his hands with the divine energy of Aewa, of course, and rests them. Well, he reaches his hands toward you as the magic flows out from his fingertips to your person. And both Khanek and Ocerus would see in this moment, kind of past Katal, whether or not this draws your attention, but just you would see it out of the corner of your eye. It looks like a blood bubble kind of forms around Roland's person as the magic attempts to connect with him. And it kind of dissipates into the blood barrier, and
Raw.
the
Look at that, Cannon. You get a blood bubble. You wouldn't have got that if I did it.
and the Archon kind of
You're
raises
fucked.
his head up from this strange occurrence. What is this abomination? And his voice carries throughout the chamber as he begins channeling more divine magic toward this barrier.
Oh no, I see a
and
problem here.
It
This
appears
guy's
to
been locked away for years. He's super conservative. He's like, Rolland, you've gone away from the vows of
I
safeguard. Blah, blah,
hate
blah.
safeguard.
and he continues to imbue your person, attempt to imbue your person with divine magic, and this blood barrier keeps preventing any kind of life to be breathed back into you, Rolland.
What the fuck? No! No!
And
Bad baby. Bad.
This is why you shouldn't have taken that disgusting
Fuck you.
creature from Never trust negotiator.
he got it from Aluzon more than Negotiator.
Yeah, but he's like the same. They're like the same team. They're like the same guys.
Yeah, same faction.
Here, take my weird child. You shall love him with all your heart. It's like the horror movies when like the mother gets like a child, like her child dies. It's like another child has replaced them. Like they lose their mind and start taking care of the child.
And Rolland, the Azamar kind of stands up and stands back a moment after it doesn't immediately work. The minute time span definitely having passed. Your body slumped over these steps, kind of facing upward toward this endless ceiling. And suddenly, you draw a breath.
Blood bubble.
But your breath feels hollow, Rolland.
No.
as if
No, it doesn't, Harry.
it goes nowhere.
Cannon, you're undead. You're undead. You dumbass. You're undead.
Oh, perfect timing, Matthew. Roland's a zombie.
No! No! It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Cannon gets randomly selected. Part 3 billion.
God.
No problem,
Right,
Matt.
perfect
Welcome to the
timing, Matt.
session.
Cannon's a zombie now.
Yep.
Baby daddy zombie.
The breath that you draw is hollow, as if it does nothing for you, and it doesn't go anywhere. And the color doesn't return to your skin. You are awake, but perhaps not alive in this moment.
What?
I hate this fucking baby.
Is the baby living now?
What?
Jack,
What
can
the
you
fuck
shadow
is
play that?
Baby, whatever his name is, took the healing from Rolland.
What?
Scroinked and yoinked it.
So this Asmar is attempting to revivify Rolland, and the baby is blocking the magic from going into Rolland. And now the baby is giggling. Rolland is alive, but well, he's awake, but he's not alive.
Absolutely base at this child
This
that
is
you're
a-
taking.
This is this is a Melik rat situation right here.
And Rolland, standing over you is this glowing man. As you rest upon these golden steps, he approaches cautiously with some indiscernible assessment of the situation in his eye. And he pauses for a moment and reaches his arm down to you.
What happened?
What is this?
Joker! Joker, what have you done to me?
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman.
You say, what is this?
Yeah. What is this?
I was hoping you could tell me. And he leaves his hand outstretched down to you.
Do I know this person?
He's a fellow countryman.
He almost appears as like this silhouette of light before you. And as your eyes adjust to the brightness of the land of the living once more, you register his facial features. And make me a history check with advantage.
Okay. Oh no, he's hot.
This is Aewa.
Wait, I can't wait for him to smite down Cannon because Cannon's undead and now he's evil because based on his race. Cannon, you are fucked. You are fucked now. By the way, you're never going back to Safeguard, buddy. You are
Fuck
fucked.
you, Jack.
You're fucked.
Revivify
Also-
me.
Like
could've-
father, like son.
We couldn't. The baby would have stolen it.
Oh my god, Cannon, it's in your blood. You're literally
It's in your
genetically
blood, yeah.
evil. You're genetically evil.
You're genetically predisposed to coming back as an undead
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, evil, you piece of shit. Bad genes.
I actually knew the baby was gonna do this, and that's why I didn't do it. That's why I didn't revivify you. I was like,
All according to Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will's like, that baby's
Yeah,
looking a
Cannon,
little
guess you
sus.
shouldn't have trusted a negotiator, huh? Idiot.
That's why you're lucky I was gone this session that you took the baby, because if they gave it to me, I would have thrown it in a river.
Shouldn't have trusted a negotiator, dumbass.
Rolland, you are, for all intents and purposes, mechanically reborn, and you receive the following feature.
Undead. Wait, Harry, hold on. What features does he lose though? That's also important.
There's none
Minus
that he
10
loses.
charisma.
Dignity.
You don't lose any being a reborn. You only you retain all of the features of your previous race.
Does Rolland
Bars.
smell worse than usual now?
No. Well, I mean, you all smell bad right now.
Not I, because I use Dollar Shave Club.
I sent that in.
My balls are trimmed and they smell
You
great.
receive Deathless Nature. You have escaped death, a fact represented by the following benefits. You have advantage on saving throws against disease and being poisoned. And you have resistance to poison damage. You have advantage on death saves. You don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. And you don't need to sleep. And magic can't put you to sleep.
Oh, half of Roland's fun of making dinners. Gone. Cooking. Gone.
That's this character. I don't have the chef feed on this character.
Well, yeah, but you've still been cooking.
I don't know if I have.
You cooked at your
ate-
dad's house.
Oh, yeah. But I wasn't good at it.
Oh, well. Now you don't have to worry about being good at it because you can't eat.
I can eat, I just don't have to. you
Yeah,
fuck.
human brains, you zombie.
What the Guys, I'm just like the rest of you.
No.
I'm
So
gonna bring you back into Safeguard like that episode of Walking Dead, where John Bernthal gets all pissed because they brought the fucking zombie back.
what is that? What is that? That's a great
You
scene.
brought it back here.
Okay, so Rolland, your eyes
Right.
adjust to the features of this man,
Right.
and you immediately know his name and who he is. Though it's in a different way than, like, it's not what you would have expected, because
He's kind of like a historical figure almost.
oh yeah, there are busts of him within the Enforcer headquarters in the city of Safeguard.
Oh no.
You know him to be the founder of the Enforcer Regiment, Archon
my
Amadeus.
God.
Though at the time it was not called the Enforcers. He was just, the regiment had yet to be established in the Safeguard military. He was just performing the duties of an enforcer along with another
Yeah.
group of soldiers. And he helps you up. His eyes and his gaze steady through these kind of topaz eyes. Welcome back to the land of the living, though it would appear that this creature which sits upon your chest has stolen Aewa's greatest gift, that of life, that of living. You are not the most foul creature I have seen in this place. And seeing as though you are part of this party here who has slain Catal, you are
I said,
judged as deemed to continue on your journey.
I said I would stop this war no matter the cost. I suppose this is part of it.
And Rolland, you know this man from the histories to
Yeah.
have been presumed dead
Mhm.
for many centuries. The histories have stated this. In fact, any history that you've ever read of the Enforcer Regiment stated that Amadeus was slain in a battle, though the battle you do not recall the name of.
But you Sure. You're not supposed to be alive either. I mean, from all the images, the busts, you are Amadeus, the first enforcer. Am I
Wait, is this
incorrect?
this is the guy's? This guy's the Captain America of Safeguard, the first enforcer.
I do not know this name, but I am Amadeus.
The soldiers you left behind started a branch of the military called the Enforcers. They're in charge of protecting the homestead that is Safeguard. Whereas I'm in a different division. The Enforcers aren't exactly what they used to be.
Are you making a deception check here?
No.
What division are you?
Wait, I thought I was in the
You're an enforcer.
Aren't you an
Oh,
enforcer? Yeah.
what are the people? What are the people who are back home? Then what are they?
The
Like
Defenders.
Enforcer Juro-
Defenders of Safeguard.
defenders. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just defenders. I thought their name was Enforcers because it was like, oh, I'm thinking of Enforcer Jurog or whatever his name is.
Yeah. So there's there's the defenders that are like the city guard, which is what Captain Gonath is. So there's like multiple captains as well.
Okay. Okay.
And then you're in enforcers, and then there's also the vanguard, which are the soldiers basically.
Okay. I'll restate that. I'll say like the Enforcers. After your leave, we created a division to uphold the values you left behind. We never would have imagined that you were still alive.
And his eyes hyper-focus on you. You are
Yes.
part of this
My name-
service.
My name is Captain Rolland Zorn, the current head of the Enforcers.
And his
I'm the new you.
You're not. No, you're not.
Boom.
No.
Okay, boomer.
I'm the upgrade.
No. I'm the upgrade.
Give me a sec, I got a meme.
Although,
Boo.
Give me 5 minutes.
after this mission, I'm not sure if that will remain, given my current state.
And the death of the Seraph. I look over. I'm here listening to you guys talk.
Amadeus.
And the
looking
death of the Seraph.
to you, Rolland. Respond to which part of that? Well, thank you for carrying on my legacy. And if this is truly what separates you from the Kingdom of Safeguard, I thank you for your service in life.
Yes,
And
well,
his gaze very slowly turns over to Khanek. You speak of Vandeus.
Right. The Seraph. He fell in combat against Lord Akko of Gale. Perhaps you know these names.
They have never left my mind.
Well, on our way to crush the Dragonborn, Gale moved against Safeguard, our allies. And thus, we had to destroy their leader as well, Vandeus, in his quest to eradicate both Gale and Forlorn sacrificed himself to destroy Lord Akko and several Dragonborn. And here I thought, after Vendeus' sacrifice, Rolland would be the new leader of Safeguard. But it seems we may have found another.
I have no desire to rule.
I don't want it. Fucking Jon Snow looking ass.
Nor do I believe myself suited after 500 years of isolation.
And perhaps the responsibility may fall on you, your once. A man like you serves the greater good, no?
Of course. Well, I take solace in knowing there was vengeance in his death, Vendeus.
What makes you fear Emperor Catal so? When we faced him down, he was merely an old man, nothing like the paintings. Did he once truly resemble the twin-headed dragon that persists on these walls?
The corner of his mouth.
Meanwhile, I'm Rezicatal.
Yeah. Grows. Raises. Catal chose to embody what the world believed him to be. But thousands of years of conflict are what? Did we get a new meme drop?
Yeah.
He does exactly what I do, but better. I'm not sure if I know this meme format.
It's from Suicide Squad when John Cena walks in and Amanda Walker's like, she basically says he's good at shooting targets, killing enemies, and his weapon arsenal. And then she's like, she basically said the exact same thing to the other guy, and he's like, what? That's exactly what I do.
You each have a unique skill to bring to the team. Yeah.
You fucking having a laugh right now, Waller. That's exactly what I fucking do, but better.
God.
Vendeus kind of stretches his hand out toward. I should clarify. Will, Ocerus, you are bringing your revivifying Emperor Catal.
Yes.
Amadeus would outstretch his hand and cast Counterspell.
What the fuck is this guy doing?
He's
Somebody
Roland's
counterspell the
new
counterspell.
boss.
Counterspell, Khanek.
Who else has counterspell?
No, I'm not counterspelling it. I'm not going into a hostile encounter right now. We gotta bargain with these fuckers.
Wait, did someone say potential combat?
Yeah, get him, Bosong.
This is a fraud. He's doing the thing. Bosong! Fucking calling out his.
He kind of flicks his hand out and toward Emperor Catal as you bring your hands to revivify Ocerus, and the magic stops before it can leave your fingertips, and you feel his influence staying your hand. And in response to your question, Khanek, he says, thousands of years of conflict with these. I cannot rightly call them living. You must understand, you stand upon centuries of history. What you witness in this moment, what you witnessed prior to my arrival, It does not undo it. Catal, whatever he might be now, is guilty of what he has done in life.
It's not a question
Thousands
of guilt.
times over.
Archon, this is not a question of guilt, merely a question of practicality. There is information we have yet to extract from Catal. Things have happened in the last 500 years, things mobilizing that perhaps you have no idea of. Ocerus is from the Harbingers. It is now a Cistern that has stopped their hand in neutrality and is beginning to act. He must find answers to what is going on in this everlasting conflict.
And I don't know what rock you've decided to climb out from under. But do that again, and we'll treat it as an act of war.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Go ahead and make persuasion check with advantage, guys. Well, one of you can do it, and then
I'll persuasion. Will's was more of a threat, to be honest.
Yeah.
we'll
I can
say,
do either or. I can do intimidation or persuasion. I got both.
Yeah, you're gonna intimidate a demigod, dude. For
I
sure.
was not very persuasive in that moment, unfortunately.
Disadvantage.
I used all my persuasion on the Hail Hydra, unfortunately.
Hold on.
That was crazy.
Well, should
Go
we just take
Forlorn.
the higher of the two? What did you get?
Yeah, I don't know.
16 plus 8 is 24. Cool. Meanwhile, we'll hop over to Bosong. Bosong, what are you doing in this moment?
I would like my new hammer, please.
Go ahead and roll. Well, you don't need to roll for this. If you want to roll investigation, you can, but you do see the hammer very easily. It's massive.
Huge.
Huge.
David's
Hugely
birthright.
massive. This hammer is like 3 times the size, if you will, of the one that you were holding. Could you make me an athletics check for trying to pick it up?
You got it, boss.
It's your birthright, David. This is your hammer.
This hammer
Oof.
is heavy, brother, and it doesn't leave the floor upon you grabbing it. It's very clearly designed for a creature of much larger mass, but whether or not that dissuades you from trying to grab it again is to be determined.
Damn. Alright, I'll just roll the normal investigation then. See if I find anything else.
Sure.
Fuck.
Oh, you
well.
had one job.
Let's see here.
You find some sticks, a couple of pebbles.
There's some scales that have definitely dislodged from General Osgoth throughout this exchange. You know, they would have kept on were he more of a less decayed creature, but he is very
Decayed.
yeah, he's very decayed, and the scales have suffered from necrosis, and there's lots of them scattered around his body. You see those, and you see what is readily obvious on his person as well, like his teeth, and you know, things that you'd be able to claim from like a monster that you kill. His eyes,
That'll do.
and his ears. But the hammer is very heavy. David, you don't feel like picking up the hammer is impossible, but you do feel like you'll need to try, like come back after you've resolved.
Ocerus, I need you to cheer me on. I need a hype man.
Just get Vough and Nicholai and have them help you pick it up.
Nicholai is standing beside you now. Nicholai, well, whether or not he's standing, I guess, is open to interpretation. He's probably still on the floor, as he was just resurrected. Or wait.
You
Oh,
hear
no,
that,
no.
Matt? Nicholai escapes death.
Yeah, he did get healed after shattering himself. But so he's probably like just coming to as you're like rifling through the oh, mic is broken. Okay, yeah, we'll come back to you. Don't worry about it, Matt. So,
Who?
we will go back up then to the stairs, and Bosong, you definitely would hear, overhear this conversation as it permeates this kind of, very large space, echoing throughout. But you loot.
I leave the chatting to the foreigners.
Yes, of course.
Foreigners.
Technically, aren't you a foreigner here?
You're the foreigner.
All the world is my territory.
Yeah,
What the
Gilgamesh.
fuck?
You go?
By right of conquest.
You're a podunk. What conquest? You're gonna be the one who
You
gets
can't do
conquested.
this. You're a podunk.
We shall see.
And Ocerus,
Hello.
yeah.
Hey, Matt.
What's up, dude?
God. Sorry, I don't know how long that's been dead. Like,
Oh, no, don't worry about it, man.
The whole time.
yeah, probably.
We haven't heard since you joined, yeah.
God damn it.
We'll snap back to the stairs for now as the Arakakra, hovering over by Vough, Ocerus, you hear him call to you from behind. He says, This Genasi does not have time. I believe he is past, beyond the effects of revivification. Or did you revivify him?
He was revived. I thought somebody got him last session.
I hate babies.
Oh,
The Arakakra
Well?
flew over to him, but then didn't heal him.
Mike.
Cannon, did you resurrect your dad?
Mike, did someone revivify you last session?
Oh no,
So,
could I though?
Do you want to be revivified?
It's up to you.
How
I
badly
would
you want
like
to play
to
it back up?
revivify him.
You were right next to him when I narrated it, so
Yeah.
and then you walked
Yeah, I
away,
walked
so
past
was
him deliberately. Yeah.
Wait, how much health did it give me, Harry? When I got up as a reborn?
We'll say you have your level up HP.
Okay, cool. Let me just go ahead and cast. Let's see, where is it? That's weird. Is Mike failed all death saves dead?
Yeah, he died.
Oh.
And in character, a minute has passed.
That's like 15 minutes, no?
Yeah, it's been a number of minutes now because you guys.
Oh, so no
he died
revivify?
in combat.
But Revivify is like a 15-minute timer, isn't it?
No, it's 1 minute.
It's a one.
Oh, it's 1 minute?
Well,
Rip Mike.
he died in combat.
Yeah,
To be fair, I think we all pretty much died in combat. I
yeah,
think.
a lot of everybody did basically.
Guys, I think I'm coming back as a baby.
Damn, can I revivify my dad?
No, he's long gone.
No,
He's
he
more dead than I am.
exploded. Yeah, he's like way dead.
You mean that lump of flesh on the ground?
Khanek running across the throne room and getting to Ocerus in time.
No.
was good. And
Bo had so much to live for.
I can't believe Nicholai's still alive.
I cast it anyways.
you cast the scroll on him.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't have a scroll. I have the scroll.
I have a scroll too.
Oh, you have another scroll? Okay.
Yeah, I gave you guys a couple of scrolls before this.
I think I have some scrolls on me.
You gave me 2 scrolls when
That's right. I gave them to you. So
yeah, I
could
used
blow
it to get
myself
Ocerus
up.
back. Yeah, I gave it to Ocerus. I specifically did not revive you, Matt, because you were already alive. So.
Boom.
So.
Is it Vojover?
Is it over?
Is it Voger?
Is it Vover?
Your scroll, you read the words upon the scroll. They flare up and incinerate the scroll as its magic flows into Vough, and his body raises off the golden steps ever so slightly, and then rests his body back down. Could you make me a religion check? And
I will.
Vough, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the third? This is the third time you've died, I believe.
I know I died once to the dragons.
Uh-huh. And I think you died at
Did I die in
Palisade.
Heritage? Or Palisade?
Yeah, on the border. So
Okay.
make
with the big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, make a DC or what's the roll for this again? What's the home?
Just roll a d20.
Resources. Yes.
20.
Okay, that's a that's a 20.
No, wait,
sir.
you didn't roll. He didn't roll. He just typed in 20.
No.
Yeah, it didn't actually
shit.
have a roll.
Slash
It was
roll.
just 20.
Oh, I did 20 instead of
One
d20.
d20.
Yeah, one now. He's gonna
One
be dead.
D20.
That would have been funny.
One.
Oh no!
Yeah, I called it. I just
Oh,
A total of 10. By the way.
He's like from 20 to 1.
I hit the average.
So,
over.
Vo,
I'm a baby.
you're in
Oh,
this
Biden.
you're in this dark place in the beyond, and the light fades as it grows further and further away, and you hear the last thing you hear in this place is a voice as you trail off into fully the world of the unliving, as your soul leaves your body. And when I was describing that, the voice just sounds like it's trying to beckon you to, back to the land of the living, but it kind of is all around you at this point, and there's no discernible direction, and you
Speaking
pass
to
on.
Nicholai?
This
Sorry,
is-
who?
No,
you say my name?
This
No,
is
Vo.
Vo.
I'm
Vo is,
sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I heard. I'm so sorry.
Vo is
You
full
just
dying
wish
right
it was
now.
you.
No.
He's blue, Matt, but he's not your blue.
Okay.
I'm not the only person.
No,
who's
like
racist.
I sorry. I did get super confused. I did think I heard my name. Sorry.
Mike, you can be the baby.
Okay.
Oh my god. The worst decision possible.
Oh my god. He's gonna
And-
super age, right?
So, Rolland, you stand over Vo, and the
Now that he's
Revivify
Nicholai?
Force, yeah.
takes no effect.
Okay.
And the
Damn
Arakakra
it.
floats back over to you, Rolland, and looks down at the Genasi, then back to you.
I'm not.
Sorry
Yep.
for your loss.
We all knew the risks.
Upon the golden steps of the Red Citadel, his body rests. And we know that what he fought for was a better future.
He was I don't know what exactly he fought for. But he was strong. He was very strong.
Who?
No. He
And
came this far.
the Archon flaps to be kind of in the center of the stairs. And on that note, we'll go back to Bosong and Nicholai. Nicholai, you're the last thing you remember is shattering yourself upon General Osgoth, killing yourself in the process, or knocking yourself out as a consequence, and you find yourself still your eyes for perhaps the 4th or 5th time in the past hour, fluttering back open, your heart beating once again.
A tear runs down my cheek.
As you stare up at the ceiling, yeah.
Ooh.
When did Nicholai become just such a depressed person? What was the change? He used to be a happy little guy. What'd you do to him, man?
Umare. Why? What must I do?
You want to make a religion check?
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna. I really hope I nat one. Oh, it'd be so funny.
But the narrative would be so much stronger. Oh yeah. Apologies. You hear nothing. You conclude nothing. It's all meaningless.
Wow.
What is your future? For the first time, perhaps, it feels more uncertain than ever.
Yeah, Umare, why? I must know what comes next.
You just kind of lay there in sorrow for a while as Bosong digs through the corpse of General Osgoth beside you. Bosong, what do you do now?
I dig my feet deep into the stone and I rage so that I get advantage on the strength check to lift the hammer.
Oh my god.
You do so. You get mad.
You see the soul get real mad and the spirit podos show up and they don't help him grab the hammer, mind you, but they all start like hyping him up like it's a football circle.
Yeah, sure. They all start jumping up and down.
That'll do.
Ooh. DC was 22. So yeah,
Let's go.
it's like a slow hoist, but you lift it above your head. This hammer that's literally bigger than you.
Yep.
And now that you feel yourself holding the hammer, the weight kind of... It doesn't physically change size, but the weight becomes lighter. And you feel... It's like when you get into a set and now, like, you're on the first rep or whatever, and now you're feeling like it's, you're able to just hold it. Yeah.
So does Mike's new character walk in like right now?
Bask in its magnificence. David, you can add into your inventory, just call it War's Weight.
Nice.
And, Archon Amadeus. He's like, War's Weight. Yeah, no. And you, I'll give you an item card at the beginning of next session.
All good.
But yeah.
Oh, now I know for sure I'm not going to use it this session. Rip.
I can make a combat if you'd like. This fucking asshole.
Would you kindly?
This guy climbed out of a rock. I'll sick you on him, David. Don't worry. Guy walked out of a goddamn tomb and thinks he can just come in. Get
Welcome to Safeguard, bitch.
Song is just fucking Ocerus' stand.
These safe guardians, they're goddamn bullshit.
Nice. Good hammer.
Good hammer.
Well, we'll flip back to the others.
Ocerus?
There was just this moment of Ocerus saying that he would. Did you say war crime? What did you say? War.
I just said if they do that shit again, we'll take it as a thing of war and we'll walk into
an
fucking
act of
him.
war, that's what it was.
And then we cut out.
Yeah. So we go back to that, and Amadeus stands, floats over and stands at the bottom of the steps, looking up to you all. You must understand the Emperor Ketal is beyond saving, and his remains must be incinerated if we are to guarantee his defeat, not
Amadeus.
bring him back.
You have to explain this in a way that makes sense. We understand that you think it's urgent, but explain to us, what is this man? He seems weak, to be perfectly honest.
Well, Amadeus looks down to himself and to his sword arm, and I am feeling the same. And I do not believe it was the 500 years I was locked away. Perhaps this war has progressed to higher heights than those who were there at the beginning are able to achieve. The Emperor Ketal that I remember was not weak, as you say. He was formidable. The enemy of Aewa, and all that he stood for. He's killed millions under his command. He's risen millions under his command. And now it would seem he has brought back his own kind, brought back his matriarchy.
I would estimate that is not completely true. I think that whatever they used to bring back, it was not the method you are aware of. They're bringing back with a new substance. Are you aware of it? Guar. It has corrupted the mind of their matriarch into something they deem uncontrollable. And although this seems foolhardy, they are desperate enough to do so. We must find out why. This substance is from the same. It's a corruption of what the what are the fuckers called? Oh, Vidalcan. From our journeys, that's what it would seem. And now we need to know what they're planning with it. There are forces beyond the everlasting war that are occurring here. Old enemies and old methods may not necessarily apply.
And as you say this,
Don't be afraid of knowledge.
the robot who was kind of in the center of the room, he steps forward to the golden steps across from you all, beside Amadeus.
This robot.
Brushing off the guar that was once on his person from the fight prior. let's see here.
Yes, it would appear. Yes, it would appear as though the Dragonborn of Forlorn have employed the same methodologies as a monarch of Sanctum. They are employing the permissible use of guar.
And the robot just kind of steps forward matter-of-factly, and kind of with his hands clasped together, he kind of like leans forward as he says "guar" in his last words. And Amadeus looks to the robot.
I know not of this substance. I know not of these methodologies. I know not of the horror this war has wrought upon this world. If you are to say that it is not necromantic by nature,
And he's gesturing up to you, Khanek.
By all means, I am no expert in necromancy, but ask your compatriot Rolland himself, who is specialized to fight necromancy. Is this the same as the prior undead you have faced, or is this some new breed of resurrection? Rolland. Rolland, you gonna leave me hanging, buddy?
Oh, I think his mic's broken too.
Cannon the fucker has left me.
Oh my god, it
Mike is
actually is.
Comedy.
Dude, what is happening with the microphones today?
Hello?
Hello.
There we go.
Hello?
Hello?
So Amadeus.
Whose resurrection are you talking about?
I'm talking about how the fact that when you smited things, they weren't undead, and you didn't feel that they were undead with your divine smites.
The dragon.
Oh.
Cannon,
Yes.
Anyway.
So I say I'm the Guar creatures, the primordials, I believe they're called. You're correct. It's not the normal Forlornian resurrection. Standard necro. I don't know if you would know more about the Deus, but from our encounters with the primordial, and, well, what the previous fateful few have shared with us, these creatures are different. They don't share a similar biology to other terrestrials. Some almost alien compared to other life forms here. So maybe perhaps it's not resurrection because they cannot be considered the same types of creatures as we are.
he slowly nods. Primordials. This is a term of which I am familiar. You are to tell me Emperor Catal changed his methodologies, forsaken his god, his faiths.
He seemed desperate. He seemed like this was something he was hesitant to do. We have talked to other Dragonborn before who disagreed. We talked to the High Necromancer, who once explained to us they refused to revive their own. And yet here we are, standing in Forlorn, and they bring back their dragon gods, one that indiscriminately destroys their own? This is not what they were seeking. And yet, when Vendeus fell, one of the Dragonborn proclaimed that Forlorn would finally be carried into a new age. Putting together the pieces of this puzzle, we bring closer to the truth. And that truth is that there is something that Vendeus is so desperate to forsake his own faith, Can you think about it, Archon? Something in this world that makes you forsake your faith? What truth has he seen? We must uncover this. We must know the knowledge.
That was amazing, Jack. Okay,
Until
Archon.
now, they were handedly winning on many fronts. This was more of an assassination, if anything. Not sure why they would feel pressured to do this.
By all accounts,
He's right.
Safeguard was fucked.
As much as I enjoy educating this old relic, I'm running.
Oh, fucking!
I am running on a bit of a schedule here, and we're losing time with our friend here.
You have like a
I
true resurrection?
will be resurrecting him again if you stop me. I am warning you.
I will not stop you this time. He nods.
Bosong walk over.
Yeah.
Ready, action, 3 attacks. All good.
Okay.
Just in case. I'm not going to kill him off rip, but if he immediately attacks us, you know, just in case.
Sure, yeah.
I'll
Oh,
just
you mean
pump
on
a-
Catal, is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have a new
you be the other
spell
guy
slot
too.
from the level up,
You have
so I
both
can
favorite.
literally. No, I can. Guys, it's Catal is no threat. I can disintegrate this motherfucker, like if he
I
does
know.
anything.
Okay, so you're
Non-threat.
Roland. Are you healing Catal? Wait, what's going on?
I healed myself.
Oh, you're healing yourself.
I am
see.
resurrecting Catal.
Okay, with what?
Cure wounds.
Revivify.
Revivify.
Will went down last combat without using a lot of his spell slots.
I
He
used
got
one
killed.
spell.
Yeah, he got killed pretty fast, so he had a lot of spells left.
Only one who chose to go to the right. What a tragedy.
And
So-
still died.
So, based on the continuity of this Revivify lateness, is that Catal has been dead for much longer than what Revivify is capable of.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
fucking
true.
Asshole blocked me. Fucker.
Catal's dead now. Huh.
Did
Well,
you have anything else? Or...
this is fucked. Now we'll
I
never uncover the
fucking-
secrets of Catal.
Bro, I wanted to
Fuck.
talk to him last session, and fucking Matt jihaded in.
So-
and this guy cucked me for revivifying.
So here's this.
I will kill this guy.
Amadeus, says,
True resurrection.
I will not stop you. If you are to
Equal dance will be
say
dead.
that Emperor Catal abandoned what he has always been.
he looks to you, Khanek.
I find myself curious as to why.
He steps up one of the golden steps, steps up the second golden step beside you, Ocerus, and he offers you a nod. He will place his hands together and imbue them with, frankly, divine power beyond which anyone here has seen. It is
In this generation,
it
has
is-
seen. He's using his boomer magic.
It is blinding to look upon his hands as the magic flows into Catal, coursing through his scales.
This magic is nothing to me but blinding.
And yes, he will cast not true resurrection, but raise dead.
Very
Ray's
nice.
dead? That sounds unsafe guardian.
Oh no.
He seems evil, guys.
No, it's a paladin spell, guys.
And
No.
it is
evil.
belonging to the school of necromancy. Roland,
Whoa!
Roland, this is
I know, I've used it.
yeah,
Oh wait, I have
kinda-
raised dead.
Seems kind of suspicious.
do you actually?
Yeah, and I have like 3 more spell slots that could cast it too.
Nice. Oh, casting time 1 hour.
Daddy! Mike, do you want to live or no?
We're just gonna say it's not an hour for the sake of
I'm already dead, baby.
What?
He wants to be a baby.
He wants to be a
Emperor,
baby.
Emperor Catal,
Yeah, I can cast it twice.
his chest raises and falls as the smoke begins to slowly trail upward from his nostrils. He is alive, but not awake.
I zap him with
Cannon,
the
put the 5 points of lay on hands that you gained from leveling up into him.
I didn't
That's
level
what
up
I'm
Paladin.
doing. I'm doing it.
Fuck you.
Amadeus will also cast Cure Wounds on him.
I mean, sorry, I'm a Paladin.
I could cure wisdom. I got it.
Nice. Well, you both do.
Catal? Alright. Boom. Hold on.
As his chest rises when the healing flows into him, he takes a long, deep breath, and from his nostrils, a large, billowing cloud shoots up above you all, kind of like, filling the space over you.
I stand over Catal like fucking Mace Windu. The era of Forlorn is over. You have lost. Now answer our questions, Catal.
You have been given mercy by the order of His Majesty King Anodyne.
By the enforcers of Safeguard.
Do what the foreigners say or I hit you with the hammer.
Emperor Catal's eyes open once and then open twice, like the membrane sliding up after the eyelid, and his eyes dilate kind of vertically as he looks up from the golden steps upon you all. Where is this thingamajigger? There he is.
I'm sure this is a good idea.
His red sash still strewn across his body. Now, blending into the red that is spattered across his armor. And beside him, far away, out of reach, still rests his blade, which he was apparently controlling with his mind. What you all would know to be called the Lorn Sword. It is a well-known blade which Emperor Catal wields. It is clattered off to the side. It's a big sword, built for a Dragonborn. He looks up at you all, seeming to register all of the various barks and commands thrown his way as he awakens. But his eyes simply drift between the different faces standing over him. Rolland, are you also over there, just for my knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is Vough.
So is Vough. No, he's not.
Peep the chat.
And raised at him.
Do you... Oh, you raised it. Okay.
You're not done yet, soldier.
Alright, so,
Did Mike just leave?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
No, he's here.
Parker did. Parker left, okay.
That is so funny, Cannon.
Almost so funny I forgot to laugh. And I stab Bo.
Boom.
How are you gonna let me narrate an entire death scene for Vough and then pull out Raise Dead for him?
Oh, my bad, bro.
I think you'd be.
Imagine Pete Davidson walks in and revives him, said, "My bad, bro," and then he just leaves.
Mike said that he was wanted to be dead.
I was fine being dead. I don't.
Oh, well then we can say I did on my dad.
No, your dad's dead too.
Oh, no. I can raise dead.
No, your character forgot.
It's not timed like that.
Well, your dad was already a reborn, and now he's dead again. So
Mike, either you're dead or my dad's dead. Pick right now.
That's double jeopardy.
So do you raise dead, Vough? Yeah. All right. So Vough, you're alive. You're breathing. We'll say you're unconscious.
Oh, kills himself.
I literally kill myself.
That's fine. At least I don't know you want to die.
I move to loot Vough.
Vough grabs your hand. No. Vough, the guar has been washed away by the liquid that seeped from your person while you were dead, and it's kind of dribbling down the stairs ahead of you. But you're unconscious for all intents and purposes.
Okay.
Katal looks between all of the people standing over him, and his eyes focus to you, Ocerus, as he, he looks to Amadeus first, as he was the one who revivified him, but his eyes, trace around, and he doesn't.
It was me first. He stopped me from doing it, so.
He doesn't. He doesn't say anything. He just watches. Between heavy breaths, you just hear this. His eyes dart between all of you as you stand there.
Yeah.
He's...
I say, Katal, why did you resort to using primordial forces?
His head looks to you as you start talking, and his eyes watch you intently as you ask your question. And as you finish asking it, make an insight check as you look into his face, Rolland.
He's a true puppet. He can't even talk, guys.
He says,
Boom. Average.
I do not answer questions of lower forms.
All right. This fucker's getting that.
You seem like a lower form to me, Katal. I had once thought you were truly like that in your propaganda, like the twin dragon head. However, now that we have unveiled the truth, you were nothing but a scared old man, relying on magics not even your own to bring back something. In your desperation, you forsook your own code, Katal.
His head snaps toward you, Khanek.
But you believed it, didn't you?
And yet, here you stand, half dead. Does it matter if I believed it? You are the one who has fallen.
It does matter. It does. Without belief, we are nothing. You are nothing. answer.
I saw your hesitation, Katal. We bursted into this room. You hesitated to pour that guar. But things have turned out differently. Had my comrade here not blown it out of your hand, would you have been willing to do it? You claim... You don't want to answer. You claim... Perhaps you planned it all along. But yet you still hesitated. Maybe you're not as strong as you say. Maybe you can't live up to the appearances you wish to put out.
I put out an appearance to maintain control. And control I maintained for thousands of years. Longer than any of your lives. Than all of your lives put together. You're
That's
a
it?
prop.
Control. You couldn't even take over the majority of this continent in your thousands of years. They call it the Everlasting War for a reason. No one ever won. Find it hard to believe that all a man like you wants is control.
You are of safeguard.
I nod.
I hold.
He asked me how old I am?
No, he's just taking a little bit.
I hold a respect for you as I would an enemy. And so your observation, I will warrant, is correct. The war, this conflict is everlasting. And so I sought to end it. For once. For just once. I failed. And so the conflict will not end. It will persist. It will continue for millennia. And you all will die by its hand. We could have saved you. We could have saved all of you. But instead, you slew us as you slew our matriarchy. Those who saved you in the past. Now, you slay your saviors of the present. Such is history, doomed to repeat itself for all of eternity. And so, why do you not seek honor in driving your blade through my heart? You seek to usurp my end of the conflict. Through delusion, you believe it will end. It will not. Small minds.
I don't see
No small minds, Catal. And yet, you still clung on to your old mythos, your wish to revive your old saviors. Like a pouty child crawling back into their mother's womb.
I had
You
no
sought the
wish
safety of your
to
god.
bring back
And yet you
our
still did,
matriarchy.
nonetheless.
We all
You were
make
losing
choices.
respect.
Human.
You were losing the respect of your men.
Live by our choices. There are many which I've made. Many which I've made which forsake my beliefs. But that is what we do in this world. We forsake. We descend. Until there is nothing more left.
And what does Bedlam believe? What did they have to gain? What do they forsake in their belief to gain? What truth is there in their belief? Tell me, Catal.
If I were to tell you, human, you would never understand.
He turns his head to the side, away from you.
If you do not kill me, I will finish the job myself.
Seems there's no place to reason with him. Bosong, crush his skull.
Oh,
Nah,
hold on.
crush
Hold
his-
on. Hold on. No last questions or words from anyone?
I had a line of questioning, but it seems diplomacy will not work its course here.
Very well.
Suffer death a second time. Catal.
Song has just been comically holding this hammer up the entire time, and then he just brings it down.
Bailiff, whack his PP!
When I said diplomacy would not work, I kind of look at Catal just to kind of gauge his.
Well, there's a few things that happen there. Rolland, you say, suffer death a second time. Bosong, you pick up your hammer to swing it. Ocerus, you say your line about diplomacy. And as Bosong raises his hammer, Catal looks to you, Rolland.
Death is a release. It is why we never let you die.
And you bring the hammer down, Bosong crunching it on his head. Ocerus, he never looks at you to gauge a reaction. Bosong, you swing a decisive swing. And it doesn't cave in his skull, as the skull of a dragonborn is apparently quite strong behind all those scales. And it simply cracks his head and he is bleeding profusely.
Are his vertebrae as tough as his skull? Tough as his skull?
No, they're not. If you'd like
Okay.
to swing more, you can do that for sure. He's definitely dead.
He's already kind of mushy too, because he kind of already got mushed, and now he's like extra mushy.
Yummers.
Well, you guys healed him, but yeah.
So how big is this guy's sword?
It is made for a large creature.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. I searched his body, though, for any sort of information. I'm not looking for magic items, more so like information, like kind of any important documents or other shit.
Yeah.
I'll identify the sword, or try to. No?
Identify the sword. Okay, you pick up the Lorn sword. You can add that to your inventory. When you identify it, you will receive an item card at the beginning of next session.
7 to 10 business days, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, yeah. fuck me, I
We'll
guess.
get you the information you need.
7 to 14 based on our play rate.
Transparently, what I've been doing more recently is creating the items after you guys pick them up, because, like,
More tailoring.
Well, there's that for sure, but also because I was making items that were never picked up, so I had to allocate my time differently.
Are those cookies on the table over there?
Oh no. Yeah,
no, I'm
oh, yeah, they are. It's the dark side, bro.
Perfect. Anyways.
Yeah, it's a plate of cookies. I'm glad someone noticed them. Khanek, roll investigation. Ocerus, you watch Bosong clong Katal over the head, and it's very decisive. What do you do after witnessing this?
I'll reach into my pack and kind of look at my notebook, and I'll have all the kingdoms I was going to, and I just kind of put a cross through this one. and I kind of look over. I like look at it.
I hate that.
Kind of
You're the
longingly
worst.
thinking, I'm like,
Can I take more trophies from Katal's body, like more scales?
Yes. Go ahead and roll investigation.
I think it's
you got it, boss.
Ocerus, Amadeus kind of peers over as you're crossing out this list and closing the book. Says, well, he kind of looks to Katal's skull getting crushed, and he says,
as it should be. He may have changed his methodologies, but he did not change himself.
Then he watches you cross the name off the list, Ocerus, and he says,
you all are ambitious, then. To tend
Suppose
to...
so.
How many kingdoms do you have crossed out, Ocerus? Just Forlorn?
well, Forlorn's crossed, and so is Heritage.
Okay.
And oh no, where was I going before that?
Safeguard?
It was no, it was some one of the other ones. Never mind.
Okay.
Map of Rapture.
The Rapture.
Forlorn, Destiny, Cistern, Bedlam, Safeguard, Heritage, Sanctum, Haven.
Oh no, I have Destiny crossed off. I have Forlorn crossed off, and
okay,
and Heritage.
Okay.
Okay.
I trust that you are not all... Well, he would say to you, Ocerus, I trust that you are not planning to employ this tactic upon every kingdom of Rapture. Or is this how you seek to end this conflict?
And what tactic would that be?
Gestures to Katal.
He means murder.
Well, it might be suitable. Well, it might be suited to the Dragonborn of this kingdom. It is... Well, I suppose I have been away a long time. Your judgment is more sound than mine.
Nods to you.
Of what kingdom do you hail?
The Kingdom of Cistern.
And so then they have also broken their neutrality. Said you fight on behalf of King Anodyne.
I speak on behalf of King Anodyne.
I see.
If you remember correctly, I was the one who was trying to resurrect him in the first place. Of course, diplomacy is always my first choice. But it seemed as if this one was unwilling. A shame, really. He would have been spared by Prince Anodyne, and would have had a spot
in the Kingdom of Cistern, if you fell in line.
Truly a
As
cunt
did you.
through and through. I expected Catal to be more reasonable. I suppose there is honor in his words, holding on to whatever he had left. But you were right to judge him as you were, Archon. His beliefs are that of a maniac.
I do not consider Catal a raving maniac. You grow to know your enemy when you have fought them for so long. But, of course, I agree with you in that I did not agree with him. The beliefs of the enemy can finally be squelched now that he has passed this plane of existence.
He turns back to Ocerus.
I am certain your cause is noble. Suppose now, well, if Cistern has entered the war, as was so wise of them to do, given the nature of this world, then perhaps Safeguard can be its first and foremost ally.
It would be very nice to have Safeguard as an ally, or...
Thought you said you were going to conquer us.
Well, there's a right decision to be made.
No, that's me.
If we take egos out of the situation, it makes the most sense for Safeguard to join Cistern. As we have seen, as many of my harbingers have come back to me, it seems as if, and
Eat
from your
shit.
own statements, it
Wait,
seems
did you
as
say
if...
eat shit?
Yeah.
This is... I am purely speaking objectively, Roland.
There is a
purely
mathematical
speaking
truth to his words.
personally.
Safeguard
from everything
lacks
you've
leadership
said.
now.
From everything you've said and everything my harbingers have told me, you're without leadership, you're crumbling from the inside, and you're weak. If you join Cistern, there will be a place for you. Once Anodyne will be willing to have you. You would have a great spot, Roland.
It's a simple calculus, Roland. His logic is
If
sound.
you truly, as you say, as I've heard you say in my short time traveling with you, you will do anything to end this war. This will end the war. But you must push
why
your
would
ego
it end the
aside.
war? We could just not fight each other. We could just not join each other. We could just be separate. We could just ally. We could just end our oppressors and then simply exist separate. Any other aggression would be of your own doing.
This is not aggression unless you ask for it.
I'm not asking for it. Asking for you to leave us alone. If that's not possible, then you're a maniac if you think that's not aggression.
As long as...
You will like the word maniac, it would seem.
As you understand, though, as all things go, unfortunately, in business, there's bargaining. And
There's no bargain
unfortunately-
to be had here. We haven't even talked to each other as countries for like decades.
I understand that, and that's why I'm saying, Cistern, as long as if you're willing to follow King
Nope.
Anodyne's,
Absolutely not.
not joining Cistern, you may be free as Safeguard, but understand that if there is a truce, you will be following what King Anodyne decides is the best.
That's not really a truce, is it? That would involve compromise.
And
Yes.
that is what is required if this war is to come to a close.
Amadeus speaks.
Unfortunately, this bickering back and forth is what causes the war never to end. Or has that changed in the last 500 years? I've a lot.
Seems nothing has changed. Countries are still.
We'll have to catch you up to speed, Archon, but we need to get out of here first. I have one last thing I need to make sure we take. And I go over to Vaugh's body and I make sure to grab the hourglass specifically. The most important item.
The rest of
Wait,
it.
no, he's alive now.
Hey-o! Hey, hold on.
Wait, right. Oh, but I see, yeah.
Yeah.
We had cannon raised at him.
Okay, I still
But
go over to his
you still take
zombified
his-
self
yeah,
and take
yeah.
the hourglass.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He can't be in possession of that fucking thing.
You grab.
I don't know if I trust Khanek in possession of it either.
You.
I'm not
grab
evil. Remember, your scales
the,
determined it. Ocerus trusts Khanek.
No.
Yes,
True.
the scales have
True.
determined that.
True.
No, the scales have determined it. The scales have determined
It's
it as
determined that
such.
you are neutral.
I'm unconscious, right?
I just know that your psychotic ramblings make me a little untrusting.
You
of
just
giving
know
you
that I
such
have
powerful-
a cone head and that I'm a hero.
Didn't your cone
Who's
head get
helped you?
burned off?
All I know is that
It's
Yeah,
very
you have a
flappy
cone
now,
head.
David. It's very flappy now.
you go on Omega psychotic ramblings, which makes
Yes.
me very untrusting, nervous of you're definitely a wild card. I wouldn't say I think you're evil. I just think
And yet, everything he has done has been for the greater good. Boom.
I
Let's
raised
go
at
back
my
to those
dad.
wanted posters. Okay, let's go. Let's go all the way back.
You don't
to
know
that.
shit about that. You don't know shit about shit, okay?
You don't know shit. You ain't got shit. You ain't going to have a beat shit.
As you,
don't know
bend
shit,
over,
Will.
Jack, to you grab the hourglass and you hold it
Yeah.
in your hands. The
Vough walks the
Aarakocra. No, the Aarakocra looks over Vaugh's body toward you, and he squints his eyes.
Trust me, this is not theft. This is a priceless artifact that must be protected. Only someone who has no will ill toward the future of reality can hold such a item.
That is not what I see.
He floats over Vaugh's body and steps forward. You have the hourglass, but he kind of floats over and steps toward you.
I'll return to possession of Vough if he's fully back into his wares. But for now, look at his condition. He's in no place to hold such dangerous materials.
His eyes.
But I am!
His eyes drift up your person, outlining your figure all the way up to the top of your pointed head.
He's fucking you with his eyes. This guy is getting.
I know who you are.
Who would that be?
You are the duo killer. Wanted back in Gale.
Gale? The people who joined the Dragonborn in this war? Wanted by Gale has no meaning in this world.
I am in agreement with you. I once served in the inner flock of Lord Akko.
And thus you would understand why the inner flock deserved what they got.
I do. It is why I was imprisoned in the
Holy shit,
dungeons
is
of the Red
Khanek a
Citadel.
bird?
Then we are in alignment.
We are.
And you have. You should have no questions of why I was poking around Gale.
Though it is always
I had to
strange to find allies in the most unlikely of places.
Of course. If only you had been there when I had finally made my escape. When I had finally spread the manifesto of truth to the citizens of Gale. And now that their leader is dead, perhaps their people will now see the truth of this world.
Do you intend to lead them?
No. But you could.
Who are you talking to right now?
The Aarakocra that called him out as the duo killer.
Oh, okay.
Psycho killer.
Aarakocra moment.
What's with these Aarakocra and being like, just like, you are this. Now I understand this, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm just gonna let you be you. They're like homies.
We have no qualms. Lord Echo strayed from the path of Qeynos. In that, there is no true path. Those who follow Qeynos, the faith of Qeynos, they follow the wind. They forge their own path. But Lord Echo began a crusade that could not be stopped after his joining of the war. They attempted to convince him to reconsider Gale's allyship with Forlorn. And so, predictably, I was thrown into a cell. They took my wings, you see. And he
kind of does like a
you were
back flex.
You were imprisoned quite recently, so you are aware of the state of affairs in this world.
Correct, yes.
Perhaps you could go back to Gale now, or in the future, and stomp out the remaining criminal element in the city. We had last taken care of the creatures. What the fuck were they called again, Harry?
Primordials?
No, the fuckers, the fucking
Black
cat
Paw?
people. Yeah.
Oh.
We had recently destroyed much of the Black Paw, yet their figurehead who was away is still out there somewhere.
I can't wait till we run into that fucking guy.
He may seek vengeance for what we did.
I love this narrative so much.
He may seek vengeance for what we did to our Johto and Noma.
Oh, Joe who? Oh, Ma who?
I was not aware of these developments. That is very good. They were not the most favorable, though they do have influence within the government of Gale still. Unless you were to eliminate those political opponents. I do not know what the state is back in Gale. I believe we have more urgent circumstances on our hands. But I'll tell you this, and I speak the truth, duo killer. Should I arrive back in Gale, I will do as you say, as what you say is for the betterment of the kingdom of Gale. It is strange to hear such profound wisdom coming from one who used to incinerate its people.
My manifesto is so good. I am the Ted Bundy of or I am the Boston Bomber. Who was the guy who had the manifesto? Was it the Boston Bomber? Who the fuck? Which one was it?
I'm not sure.
One of those fuckers.
Familiar.
Not the Boston Bomber. It's the.
Wasn't it Ted Kaczynski?
Ted
the
Kaczynski.
Unabomber? Yeah, it was the Unabomber.
I am the Unabomber of D&D.
And as he
That's
says
not a title
this,
you want to have.
Well, it is for me.
What kind of buff does that
you
title
don't
give
know
you?
Jack well enough, then, Will. No. Kidding.
The Unabomber of D&D.
Yeah, the Unabomber of D&D.
Clearly,
baby.
you haven't been here long enough. No.
Clearly, you don't understand my role in this party. I am the Unabomber of D&D. Every D&D group has one.
As you are speaking to this Aarakocra, Khanek, or to this Aarakocra has confronted you, you all note an elf, the elf that arrived in with these adventurers, stepping up at the bottom of the steps, kind of stepping up toward
It's
you all.
the brother of Lord Nicodemus.
He he kind of looks up at you all with these very dull blue eyes. His hair rather kempt and straightened. He doesn't really look like a prisoner of anything, but presumably, as he arrived with these others, he was.
I hope he doesn't know about the bombing of Haven. Because when he meets Negotiator...
Sesso there. He gestures to the Arakakra, who he calls Sesso. Sesso. Sesso there speaks the truth. We all were... Well, aside from our fearless leader here, Archon Amadeus, kind of nods his head to him. We were all recently imprisoned. Some less recently than others. He kind of glances back over his shoulder toward the Dragonborn, who's dead by the door.
Oh, he's fucked too. Unlucky. He was actually the one nice enough to help me. Unlucky.
That's crazy.
But we are all here, for one reason or another. Imprisoned within this kingdom. Of course, you all were free from imprisonment. Of that I am still most curious. But I am Consul Talaro, 37th chair of the consulate. You don't know if this was before or after the bombing. Or the changeling.
Well, I'm not involved in the bombing, so I don't...
Right.
Like, Khanek doesn't care. I'm just saying, in a world where he potentially could meet, the other guy,
Yeah, right.
it could be a problem.
Well, in that case, then you're not sure if it's before or after the changeling epidemic within the consulate.
That is also a problem.
You see, myself, I was jailed while trying to instate governmental regulations on behalf of the Consulate of Peace. Speaking with the Dragonborn. With regard to our most recent publishing. You can tell that this guy's about to launch into something. And whether or not you choose to interrupt him because of what he's about to say is up to you. But you see, I was here for a recent publishing, a recent vote dealt by the Consulate of Peace. The Incineration Statute, Clause 142 of the Sympathy Accords. We were, how you say, reconsidering our viewpoint on the matter. You see, this incineration statute states all incineration of any kind whatsoever is reprehensible, including when afflicted by those of gold or dragon descent. Now, we had been reconsidering this notion because I was here to revise that section in particular, but the consulate deemed that while inflicting a fiery death is reprehensible, the Dragonborn are not to be included in this statute, as their breath is inherent to their being. It was deemed unfair and, frankly, discriminatory even to accuse them of a war crime. Upon my negotiation of this fact, my presentation of this outcome of the vote, they threw me too in the dungeons. He kind of rights himself, brushes his shoulder, lifts his chin. And went over to your dad. Just noticed. Rolland.
Mueller.
Cannon.
Sorry about that. Hello.
Hello. As he kind of continues on this explanation of the politics of Haven and why he's arrived in this place, Rolland, you have moved on to go see your father on the other side of the room.
Correct.
Do you have a spell slot for this? Are we at
Yes,
that
since
level?
I leveled up.
Ooh. Oh, since you leveled, you get the spell slot, you say.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it. Well, so here's the thing.
Well, no. I had it already, but I gained an extra spell slot. Like, it's a 5th level spell. I have 7th level.
Yeah. No, definitely. You kind of listen to the voices echo from behind you, Rolland, and as you approach this side of the room where the doors are barred shut still, as they were barred shut again, you do hear like not loud. You hear distant echoes from further down this hallway, and you're made aware once again that there is probably still more people within this Red Citadel, and that maybe what you guys have done has caused some kind of a panic. That's kind of the general vibes you get, but you step on over to your father, who is dead, by all accounts. He's laying in a pool of his own blood, face up.
And piss and shit.
It's clearly seeping out of his many wounds. As you personally didn't see what happened, but you imagine, based on the wounds, that he suffered some very large warhammer blows, and there's one notably all across the side of his left face. It's kind of disfigured his facial structure to where only the right side of his face is fully formed. But while this scene that you stumble upon is pretty gruesome and macabre, his facial features disfigured, his lips are still frozen in the smallest crease of a smile. You stand over him, and like he looks well, we'll say you stand over him and you channel your magic. You call upon Aewa's divine magic and you thrust it upon Everard Zorn, your once father. And the magic flows into him. And you know this spell, this magic which you possess, has no time frame. You know, it gets the job done, you know? And your magic flows into Everard, picking his body off of the floor, and then slowly lays it back down to rest. A moment passes, and another moment passes, and he remains motionless. You've never had this happen before, but you remember a teaching of your church in that the souls are unwilling, which is why they must never be brought back. And regardless of the circumstances, in this moment, your father remains motionless. His soul, by your best estimation, unwilling to return to this world. He looks at peace.
I don't know where it all went wrong for you. I'll just rest now. I'll make sure his eyes are closed and stuff like that.
Nice. You do some
And
safeguardian stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Do some safeguard.
You kneel down and you kind of prepare the body in the way that honors him. And the elf finishes his little speech, kind of twirls his hair, as he looks to you all. Archon Amadeus.
Yes, and then Enfir, back over there, gave his life.
He gestures to the dragonborn corpse on the other side of the room, over by the doors.
You see, he was once, well, for what he is, dragonborn. It is not something I would say I would ever have found myself allying with. But
Strange. We had also found a dragonborn who was along with us for a while.
I do believe that there is not such a drastic spectrum of morality in this world. There is,
I should say binary.
Binary in this world. But it is more gray, one might say. For Emthir was too against the practice of necromancy in the way in which it had developed. He did not wish to see necromancy applied to Dragonborn, nor that of the matriarchy. And so, as first advisor to Catal, he gave this advice. And by the time that he did, General Osgoth had him imprisoned so that he could advise no longer. You see, I may be able to fill in some of what I've heard from Emthir within the dungeons of Forlorn.
And he moves over to step away from the group a bit and down by Consul Talaro.
Perhaps it is best to fill in after we get out of this area.
Yes.
He turns toward the door.
That is most wise.
One last thing, and I go over to the body of when I was digging through fucking Emperor Catal's shit, Kotal Khan's shit. I'm going to. So David's bashed in his skull, right?
Yes.
Okay. How big is his skull?
It's like the size of a big pumpkin.
All right, I pick up this. Did you decapitate him, David?
Well, he's got a hammer.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I'm going to stick my hand into the head of Catal, like the bloody, like fucked up head and everything of Catal. I'll walk over to Rolland and I smear the blood of Catal on the baby.
That's someone remembered. That's so funny.
I guess I don't resist.
Don't put the blood on that baby.
It's too late. I've already done it.
Hand out the chess piece.
Too late.
Kill that thing.
What happens, Harry? What do we see?
No, me and this baby are one now.
What do we see, Harry? What happens? What happens to Mike's character?
That's so funny.
Hey,
By the way,
that thing made you not be revivified.
It's
You're
a
like,
parasite.
oh yeah, this is good.
Oh,
what
this
if I get rid of it
tapeworm
and I
is
die?
delicious.
The parasite is already Stockholmed canon.
Like
The
you're telling me,
tapeworm. Cannon's
how are you,
tapeworm.
How are you not like defending like against this?
It's Cannon's tapeworm.
Yeah, Rolland, you see
the problem
Khanek
is it's still a
approaching.
baby.
It's not a baby. It's a
You see
creature.
Khanek approaching with his
It's a
bloodied hand.
creature.
If you'd like to just do it before anyone can react, Jack.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
doing it
try
before anyone reacts.
Do
I
sleight
just
of
do
hand.
I simply
well,
do it.
you gotta roll for it if people want to defend against it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you want to defend against it? Is the question, Cannon.
I think
say-
Cannon is
I
like the
say to
only one
stop
who
it.
can defend against this.
I'm flexible. You know, this is between you guys.
I say to stop it.
So
Like,
is
you
it?
can-
It was
you're
the
the only one who
negotiator
can
and the
defend.
scientist that asked for this, right?
Yes, it's the guys who I use my skill on, and they were both evil. Let it be known.
But this is the payment we promised, and I did make a deal, or I agreed to it. So
He said,
I get you doing this.
I'm a man of my word.
Dr. Aluzad said that wetting the tongue of the baby with the blood of a dragonborn would further its
So gross.
the development of his research, is what he said.
I'm not. Hold on.
Are we returning this baby to him?
He did say return it to him afterward, yeah.
Yeah, this was the deal we cut. I cut a deal. That's my intention. Unless you wish to explain to them why we have forsaken our words.
I don't
baby
know if
got
we'll even make
evaporated
it back
at
at
the
this
end.
point. We're going to be on the run in about 5 minutes.
Either stop me or don't, and I put my hand in the baby's mouth.
That creature stole your life force.
I love that description.
You literally have
I
to literally
have to
decide.
soundbite that.
In this situation, you would have to decide within like a second
don't
that it
stop
takes
you.
me to do this. Okay.
I have to soundbite that. I put my hand in the baby's mouth.
Jack, do you have shadow play?
Yes.
Oh wait, no.
But Harry has the
recording
stream,
this.
which is better
I have
quality.
the
Shadow
stream.
play quality
Yeah.
is really yes.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta write that
This is a
down.
mistake.
Let's go, evil! Let's go!
Let's go.
Unbelievable that you are
Hey, wait.
defending this cannon.
Do you want to roleplay putting your hand in my
I
mouth?
have
or-
a person
No, I
that
have my hand
I'm
in your
gonna
mouth.
keep to-
Cannon, this thing stopped you from being
Fuck you,
revivified. It stole
Yes, I know.
It stole it from you, and the two guys are confirmed evil, and we are just whoop-de-boop-de-boo.
But what if I
Yes.
can? Listen, it's not.
can
it's
raise
not
it right.
whoop-de-boop-de-boo.
All right. Did you put the blood in the baby's mouth?
Yeah, we
he
just
does.
roleplayed it.
Okay, so
Does that do anything? Or?
as Khanek is approaching the baby with the bloody hand, yeah, I'm getting there. I just wanted to make sure the decision was made. The baby is crying all the while Khanek approaches. And
Hey,
then,
do you have the sound for when he sticks his hand in his mouth? Like,
no, I don't, unfortunately. But we can imagine it sounds like a.
Okay.
And the baby stops crying, and a little bit of blood trickles out of its mouth.
What the fuck?
That's glowing.
The baby kind of goes, and its mouth is just blood red on the inside as it opens, like smacking its lips.
Right, let's get out of here.
Kovargak Mrith Harak Dilan! Okur Sajak!
I run
Okur
over, I grab the
Tatak!
baby, and I
Okur Vivex!
Can I go grab the baby?
The baby begins spouting what sounds like draconic.
Yeah, can I go grab the baby?
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Babies usually do that in these weird lands.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Wait, listen, you can't kill it.
DC 22.
DC DC 20
from Cannon?
Cannon is protecting this baby.
No, this is the baby's blood shield.
We've created a fucking...
Well, I physically cannot get a 22.
Well, you could try. Maybe you get a nat 20.
I would have the nat 20 it.
Well, it's 1 in 20 chance, baby.
Yeah.
Your hand goes forward and presses against the blood barrier.
Monthrek Burma. Alok!
This is why I said
you got... baby Dalen, I'm going to need you to calm down. I look at him, I do this, I'm like, baby Dalen, you need to chill out.
What do you, would you like, is there a check for this, do you think? Animal handling, maybe?
Persuasion. No, that's about right.
Persuasion.
Let's do persuasion.
33. Animal hand. Make it animal handling.
Animal handling would have been so fucking funny.
The baby, well, first off, does anyone speak Draconic? Just out of curiosity. I don't think anyone does, if I remember correctly.
No, I speak Elvish and
Nope.
Infernal.
Okay.
And Celestial.
Nicholai does.
Nicholai speaks Draconic?
Yes, he does.
No way, dude.
Who
Thank God we kept him around.
Who Megalol?
Why couldn't I kill myself? Just for this moment. Yeah. Just so I could...
Translate the demonic baby.
I want to die.
This is what you're here for.
Crazy.
This is my moment. I need to kill the child. The demonic child.
Take to the skies. Kill the child.
What does the baby say?
You, Nicholai, you approach the group, and as you do, you see the baby, opening its mouth, agape, unhinging its jaw to speak these words. And what it says is, see shadow, see hate, see victory. My human father rises.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What's going on? What is this?
I repeat that to the group, that the child said that.
Rolland killed the baby.
You might think it's safe to keep this child. No,
If you not kill that baby, I will kill the baby.
No, I'm not gonna. No, hold on, please. No.
What is Lord whatever the hell his name is from Cannon's hometown? The guy who said that baby was stole his life force and is now a new draconic child. Does he have anything? Maybe he can sway Cannon. Apparently, I can't.
He said to Cannon something about how, given his feats in defeating such a foe, such enemies of the world, it outweighs the abomination that he has become, or something like that.
Nice practical morality. Holy shit!
He's
actually based.
He gave him a pass upon his.
He gave him a pass. Let's go.
Well, what about the baby pass? The baby doesn't get a pass.
I mean, he could say,
that child is possessed by the evilest of natures. Where? What have you done to develop such an abomination?
Wasn't us. It was a deal we cut with some rogue factions within Forlorn.
Yo, does this sway you at all, Cannon?
Are we going to have
sway you.
to kill the
Does this
child?
sway you?
the baby closes its mouth after speaking these, these horrific draconic statements that Nicholai translates for everyone. See shadow, see hate, see victory. My human father rises. And he, the baby just kind of closes its mouth and looks around at the group and just... It doesn't seem to say anything else.
By the way, Will, I think if you kill the baby, Harry like wins. Like he has successfully gotten a D&D group to like kill a child, basically. So I think Harry would win on a fundamental level.
This thing is literally
like I think actually Harry's trying to like win right now in an
like
esoteric way. And his like his perfect victory is like I convinced them to kill a child by making them think that it's evil to let it live, and then he would have some weird esoteric victory. So. If you want to play into Harry's perfect victory, go ahead and kill the baby.
Everything with Dr. Alazan was like the most like gooberish, like walking into it clearly dumb, like it's clearly like bad. It's like watching the girl in the horror movie like clearly walk into the closet where the monster is. It's all like, and then the session I wasn't there for, you guys agreed to keep a baby, like the demon baby, and do this quest. And you're lucky I wasn't there. But come on, now we're gonna keep keeping the baby.
I think this is a risk
so funny, Jack.
we should not no longer proceed with. I think the child
Thank
needs
God,
to go.
Nicholai.
I
Who would have thought Nicholai has
Nicholai is alive.
A moment ago I did wish I was dead, but I'm now glad I am here to stop this thing from existing.
Nicholai, fireball yourself and the baby.
I will. Well, if I had any spell slots, I fucking wait. I do actually. Hold on. Shit,
Inshallah,
I don't have
Nicholai.
Inshallah. I have. Listen, I have delayed fireball. I don't have fireball, so
just upcast normal fireball.
Wait.
I'm just gonna.
Perhaps the life of this child could still be preserved.
Who the fuck is talking?
Perhaps
No.
he can be saved by the light of Aewa.
Nah,
reformed under the holy light of the church.
Nope, this is a changeling. I'm gonna line him and the baby up in the lightning bolt. I'd like to state that I've done some very ratchet. I do want to insight. No, like, dude, what the fuck? Hell no. After hearing what the fuck this child says,
my mic's been off. Okay,
him?
Matt, not everything that's evil is a changeling, you fuck, alright?
Dude, this is the final step. It's got
not every changeling is evil. How about that?
Misk is
baby
and a changeling.
Your argument for the baby, no, you're possessed. You have to be. Anyway.
Oh no,
that baby's gotta go. That baby's...
I don't know if Aewa could...
You identify...
Save this.
You identify Amadeus as an evil person, Nicholai.
Yeah, okay. This guy's crazy. This guy's fucked. Yeah.
Nicholai's evil too. That's
wait. Can I use my scale on Amadeus?
Yeah.
I was doing just to check.
Amadeus sees that the Vidalcan is readying some kind of magic to offensively use against the group, and he draws his blade and points it at you.
Hey! I don't prep anything.
Wait! Don't blow me up too.
Prep anything.
Oh, you're not actually prepping anything. Okay.
But I'm talking about it, okay?
Well, then he draws his sword and he points it at you.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Pull the trigger, Matt. Do it.
David, you fucking psycho.
Give me a fight.
Hold on.
What does this
not that I disagree. This baby is clearly evil. Okay? But every time we try to get close to it, as you saw, the blood shield goes up. Alright?
Refer to Will's Millennium Scales, okay?
Let me scale Amadeus and let me scale the baby.
Technically, you are right next to the child as we speak. You can do it, Rolland.
We might have our disagreements, Roland, but generally
I don't want to die again.
Somewhat sound. This is the one lapse in judgment that you consistently have, is this baby.
This.
Gucci goo.
No.
And I don't think this is anything with Roland. I think he just finds the baby funny. And he thinks to keep around.
You're such a fuck for getting those sound bites, Harry.
I love it so
I'm telling you, killing the baby means Harry's perfect victory.
Why would I do that, Jack?
It's so funny, because if you do, you get to be like the god DM who's like, yeah, I got my players to kill a baby.
But what would your character want to do, Jack? What would your character...
Oh, my character doesn't give a shit. He's saying, like, he did this because this is part of the deal. If you guys fuck with the baby, that's not on him, so he doesn't care. He just needed to do the blood thing. Now that the rest of it, he's in clear conscience right now. He's like, okay, I did the blood on the tongue thing. If the rest of you dipshits like want to kill the baby, that's not on me. That's on you. So I can report back and be like, yeah, something happened. They can explain that shit. Not me, dog.
Sure. That makes sense.
I have pretty clear conscience about this shit. Yeah, Khanek is at the very least pretty honest, so he has a pretty clear.
So
conscience
let's take a poll of the room here. We got Ocerus wants to kill the baby. We got Khanek abstaining. Vough is unconscious. Vough, if you want to be awake during this discussion of the fate of the child, you can definitely kind of like bleary-eyed, like lift your head up from the stairs and cast your vote.
I open one eye and I say, "Save the baby," and I close my eyes.
No, you don't get a vote anymore. You're dead.
Okay, so
see, Will only believes in democracy when it suits him.
Vough wants to.
This character's dead.
Vough wants
Will
to
is
save the
wrong
child.
sometimes, all right?
Will wants to save the child. Or no, sorry. Will wants to kill the child. Vough wants to save the child. Khanek is
Wait, is
neutral.
Bo still alive?
Yeah, he is.
I thought Mike. Oh, okay, never mind. Mike does get a vote. I thought you were dead.
Well,
I
I
thought
narrated
was
his
but-
death, and then
yeah.
Canon raised death.
Vough would only return if his soul was willing anyway.
Hold on, can we decide if Vo's alive or dead or not? Because Mike thinks he's dead.
I thought he was dead.
Are you unwilling?
Because,
As Vough?
well, I thought that's what the role was.
No, it's your call.
Oh well, so
Remember
so
when
that
I
was
rolled?
for
That was
that's
for
for a different
Revivify.
that was for
Oh.
Revivify, which is a different spell. Raise
But
dead.
Revivify is.
But well, no, the
that's what I
homebrew.
assumed,
No,
but
Mike's
I don't
right
know.
actually. Wait, the homebrew rule
Because I died 3 times. This is my 3rd.
is called.
I thought that was what it was for.
Oh.
No, you're actually correct. Where's Stubborn Souls? There it is. If a player uses any spell that isn't True Resurrection or Wish to revive another player character, the dead character must succeed on a DC 10 plus 2 times the number of times
And I
the
rolled
player
a nat
has
one,
been died, and you
so-
rolled a nat
Oh.
one. So you would be either unwilling or just full dead. Okay, so never
Yeah.
mind. Vo's dead. My bad, guys.
Vough.
Pog.
Sorry, there's
Now
been
back to
problem,
baby
Mike.
talk.
been
Ooh,
some
gaga, what's going
confusion
on, baby?
there. Mike, you croak. You wake up for a moment and then you die. Out of character, you wake up. Ocerus wants the baby dead. Nicholai wants the baby dead. Khanek doesn't care. Amadeus seems to think the baby can live, but
Fuck.
Which one's
Yeah.
Amadeus?
The safeguard guy.
and Canon
Amadeus
also.
Amadeus is a changeling shown by my
No.
volume scale.
Canon
Was it not a
also.
part? Was it
Wants
not a
to
part
see
of the
what
deal to
happens.
bring the baby back?
It was part of the
Roll.
deal, but I can't
Probably thinks
control
this
that
baby
factor.
should
I
die.
did my part already, basically.
was, but we
I'm
don't
gonna
care
pull a
about the
David,
deal
okay?
anymore.
I'm gonna pull a pro David move. I did my part, and then when they say, "Oh,
That's
but
fair,
the baby
yeah.
didn't come back," and I'd be
But
like,
we're not
"Well,
going back to these guys.
I don't know what's gonna happen." to
Guys
be
don't
honest.
I am in favor of the
At this
decision
point,
that
I'm
we
not
still
letting an
fight.
NPC sway my fucking decision. Like, I don't give a shit if they fucking say yes or no. I
As
like
Amadeus
they are just slowing me
surveys.
down.
We
Amadeus.
need them to like teleport us out though.
Amadeus surveys the.
Your dad's dead. No one's teleported us out.
Alazad. The doctor who originally teleported us in.
He wasn't teleported us out.
He's the only way we're gonna get out without a fight.
We just go down the elevator, dude.
Yeah, we elevated up.
Out,
there.
not out of the fortress, out of the whole fucking city.
I'm
You're
sure
telling
we
me
walked
I
out
get a
of the
whole
emergency.
city to fight?
I love how everyone's like, I'm sure it'll work out.
You guys are crazy. We need to get out of the Forlorn.
You all
Guys,
as characters
we just
imagine.
lay low and I'll dimension door us one at a time.
You all imagine that the elevator is quite occupied at the moment.
Oh yeah, we didn't think
Oh
about
my
that.
I'm sure Amadeus will TP us out or something. I don't know.
So
You
Amadeus.
think we have time for a long rest before?
Yeah, he's evil, dude.
Amadeus realizing that
Gotta
the
know.
that the favor of the party is to slay the child, he lowers his blade. Like he drew
Oh,
it.
I'd say we shouldn't right now.
Oh, shouldn't. Well, is that Rolland or you?
No. I'm like, listen, I'd be all for this, but we have no way out of the city right now. We need Alazad.
Oh, I see.
But clearly, we just killed the Dragonborn, and clearly Dr. Alazad and Dayoshi are trying to make, like, a new army of, like, Dragonborn mech humans, like, creatures. Like, This is like the easiest like.
So even though I'm gonna say this is not like me knowing anything with Negotiator, but even like as Khanek, I don't think that's the case.
Easiest like.
That is not what I got from the conversation based on what Khanek heard.
I think we should save this discussion, honestly, for later. We need to leave. I think that's most important.
So the baby.
Now we can leave. But clearly, this baby's bad news, and we're just.
So the baby lives, is what you're saying.
For the time being.
I was supposed to die.
No! You quiet that fucker up, I swear to God.
Harry, what was the name
I
of
am
the
scared on
god?
leaving this baby behind.
What'd you say, Bosong?
What was the name of the god they were trying to revive? The dragon again?
Saeoth.
Saeoth? Okay, I'm gonna rip a femur off and drag that with me.
Okay.
What the?
You can add Saeoth's femur to your inventory.
Perfect, thank you.
I can't wait for the Bosong restaurant where he's like say off like bone ribs, bone off like fucking Saeoth, bone.
No. This is for my new hammer. I need crafting materials.
Nice.
Could have been some Minecrafting materials.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you absolutely do that. So, trying to remember. Yeah, the baby lives. Amadeus lowers the blade, and he says,
Well, fine then, save this for another time, I suppose. But if you all believe that the child... I leave the child's faith to you, as... I have no involvement in this.
And he steps away and says, We must take the royal lift out of here. Enthir spoke it to me, described its location. I can show us the way there.
See, we don't need them to teleport.
We can't take the lift we took up here?
The lift, did you say that in character?
Yeah.
Amadeus looks to you, Bosong.
We had to stall the lift in order to stop more reinforcements from appearing on the top floor. The elevator is out of commission.
Alright.
So how are we leaving?
The royal lift, he said.
The royal lift.
Where is it?
There is a second lift, you see, Vidalkin.
I'm asking where.
Allow me to show you.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking...
He flies past the throne of Emperor Catal. Yeah, you do so. Go ahead and add Saeoth's claws and fangs to your inventory.
This lift is literally under or behind the throne. I'm gonna have a stroke.
You got a fucking problem, Matt, with my interiors. You got a fucking problem.
If I was a dictator, I would.
This is like the gamer brain going off. Like, I swear to God.
I love the layout of all of this so much. So you guys go past the thrones, and as you do so, you notice some chests off to the side behind.
Holy shit!
Dragons.
We get extra hearts.
Yoink!
Let's
Yoink!
go.
Extra hearts.
Yoink. We have extra time.
Who opens each chest?
Do we want to open these later? Just grab the chest and start.
How many chests?
Cannot lift
All right,
the whole
Khanek's opening one of
Well,
them.
I can lift the whole chest.
I'll open one.
Roland
I'll
and
open
the
one.
other.
Yeah.
All right, so Khanek and Roland.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll investigation checks as you step up to
The
these.
two main characters.
Damn it. Oh, Khanek's doing his part. Damn, Roland's doing his part.
Where is Roland right now? Oh, he's down here.
How
But
the
he's dead.
fuck do you have a +10 to investigation?
Because I'm
That
based.
would be important.
No, not you, Jack. I understand your high investigation. What the fuck is Roland doing?
I'm a paladin of
based.
Aewa.
Motherfucker's got a...
Yeah,
This belongs to the
paladin.
church. This belongs to the church.
The palabard of Aewa.
belongs in a museum, said in British.
Oh, he used fucking expertise on investigation. You son of a bitch, Cannon. I know who you are.
Literally Britain.
I have it all, David.
And you gave me shit for doing the same thing in Eternity.
To be fair, it was more powerful in Eternity because we looted a lot in that campaign.
Oh yeah, I made sure I was proficient at least, so.
let's see here. First off, each of you find 5,000 gold.
Oh my
What?
god.
Within these
Yoink.
overflowing chests.
Oh, yes.
Plus 5k in Jack's journal.
And with your rolls, let's see here.
22 and 23 is gonna be good.
Yeah. Because I roll with advantage on my loot table here. D100 plus.
I just know David's frothing at the mouth right now. Loot table?
Oh yeah, I'm frothing at the mouth right now.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
So you actually get to choose from this number, from these two rolls that happen here. So.
Ooh.
Nice.
22. Okay, oil of sharpness and mithril necklace. We're saying this is for Rolland first since he's on the left.
Okay.
And then, so you can choose one or the other.
Okay.
Of that.
Or
When you said we find 5,000 gold, is that total?
Seed cake.
It's
No,
for
each.
Rolland and Khanek.
Oh, so
Each find 5,000. Yep.
Jack, should we just make it easy and split?
So you find either an emerald and a seed cake, or emerald
Either-
or seed cake and a mithril necklace or oil of sharpness. You can choose.
Is the mithril necklace
seed
just
cake.
worth gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck is a seed cake?
It's like a
It's an
Chinese sesame
upgraded
bun.
bean.
I'll take the oil of sharpness.
Nice.
And I'm so tempted to take the seed cake.
you know you
Just
lost.
found 5,000 gold.
You should take the seed cake.
I'll take the seed cake.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude. Add an oil of sharpness and seed cake to your inventory.
Alright.
Alright,
You
Khanek.
gotta make the seed cake get like some kind of buff.
I'm gonna look up what the goddamn seed cake is.
It's
No,
a
no,
Chinese
it's even better if you
sesame
don't look
bun.
it up.
Oh, loot
that's
table
worth
is
it
rolled
then.
3 times when a
Oh,
player
it's-
opens a
it's
chest.
food.
So actually, there's one more item.
Let's
you might get.
go! Let's go!
You got grilled leeks
Yes!
Yes!
and a large shield.
Yeah, it's too bad that
How large
Chrysos's
you
not in this
talking?
campaign.
How large are we talking? It's Dragonborn size, so it's probably like a tower shield.
Can anyone use this? I'll take the shield, sure.
Cool. You can add the Dragonborn large shield to your inventory. And Khanek. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to apply your roll. You can
Bacon.
ignore that.
Damn it.
What was your roll, Khanek? 22. Okay.
22.
Well, you know what? I actually switched you and Roland's roll, so I'm gonna give you the 23.
Let's go.
Yikes. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
A great axe and a silver necklace. Or a silver necklace. And 60 feet of rope, or adamantine armor.
Oh,
Okay, well-
shit.
Oh.
What
definitely
the
different
fuck
from a
were
seed
my
cake.
rolls? What is this?
And
Dude,
cake or
Rolland got
adamantine
food.
a jar for nuts and candy, or
Come on, Jake. You have to take the rear
a potion of healing.
Oh, potion of healing, nice.
We'll say for this it's a.
Jack the rear nut.
We'll say.
Wow, these are pretty useful.
We'll say for this it's a potion of heal, Jack.
Potion of heal. Oh,
Yeah,
even
That's
better.
the 70 HP one, isn't it?
That's the 70 HP one, yeah.
Holy
Jesus.
shit! These rolls are this.
Jack
This
the
23
nuts.
is awesome.
Jack the nuts. What the fuck is my
23 is awesome that I rolled.
This
I'm
is
so happy I rolled a 23.
Cannon hour 23.
My 23 roll is pretty sick. Holy shit.
Son of a bitch.
That's pretty funny.
It never gets old.
Yeah, so you guys move past the thrones, following behind Amadeus. You two grab the loot from the chests as you do so. They're kind of like these ornate display chests, pouring over with gold and various trinkets and odds and ends. And you take your fill as you all follow Amadeus back behind, down a back hallway that leads immediately to this royal lift that he spoke of, and it looks completely unoccupied, and it's on the opposite side of the citadel from whence you all entered.
So this citadel just has 2 giant elevators. All the other dipshits are forced to use that one elevator for 100 floors, while the Emperor gets to use his private elevator.
This is the CEO's elevator. It's got a little sign next to it.
I love this so much. Yeah, you guys all get in the elevator, or the lift. Amadeus says, "Quickly, get inside," and you all pile in, and so at this point, Amadeus, Sesso, the Arakakra, Negotiator, the robot, Consul Talaro, the elf, and you all are all in this elevator. The only 2 that were left behind were Vough and Emfir, the Dragonborn. Hang on, Matt. I got it on my end. Let's see here. Let's see.
Yeah, I made sure to grab the hourglass from Vough, thank God.
Yeah, you do so. You can add Vithma's hourglass to your inventory, which I don't believe has been identified yet. Or wait, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's what it was.
Did Vough have other magic items?
Probably.
Yeah, a lot actually.
Alright, let's see here. The elevator.
So while we're in the elevator, I'll look over at the console and I'll be like, "So were you imprisoned after Haven was bombed, or?"
What are you referring to?
Ah, shit.
The bombing of Haven.
It would appear the consulate of Haven was bombed right before Gale started sieging Safeguard. What appears to have happened is the consul, from what I understand, we were in contact with one of the first faithful few, Braylick. I don't know if you were there when he made his debut in Safeguard, but when the first faithful few made contact in
this guy better not be in the room when
the first faithful few made contact in what was that place called again? The robot place.
Sanctum.
Safeguard.
When they made
Sanctum.
What they were betrayed by one of the Safeguard consuls who joined them. His last words saying, "For Bedlam," and then it was revealed that most of Safeguard's consuls were changelings. Haven's consuls were changelings, and when they left, they most likely bombed Safeguard, based on the newspapers.
Oh.
That or some Warforged sent by Sanctum bombed them. I don't remember what the newspaper said.
I hadn't heard any of that. That all sounds rather unpleasant.
Haven is probably fucked, and their high leadership is in ruins now.
Well, it is a good thing that within the Sympathy Accords, those appearing as changelings, or appearing as another in place of their changeling appearance,
so you're one of those.
Is deemed
you're one of those
reprehensible.
You're one of those bureaucratic types who thinks a law equals people will follow it, and not if I can, not that laws enforced will allow people to follow it.
Oh no, never. I do not anticipate anyone will follow any of the legislation that we pass. But what does matter? What matters is that we try.
What a fucking...
Ocerus, this is your chance.
I
This
am
is
so
your chance
furious
to-
right now.
This is your chance to use your Millennium
so
Scale on
furious.
everyone in the elevator right now. You need to Millennium Scale all these
They
fuckers.
literally
You need
can't
to-
leave.
That's what I say. That's what I say out loud. I go, what a load of
This
horseshit.
this elevator is faster than the other one, right?
This is why
Yeah, it's
Cistern had to
faster.
enter the war.
Okay.
This is why Cistern looks to enter the war.
You're dying first. Like,
Oh, I do not see you all as my enemy. I apologize if I offended any of you. It was never my
I
intention.
will Millennium Scale everyone in this goddamn elevator while we're going down.
do we want to admit our? Are we just gonna go around saying our alignments now?
Roland Pinks is lawful evil. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so you
now.
are you holding up the scales to just the people in the elevator, the newcomers, or also the people that the faithful few?
Everyone, why not? We got time. It's a long elevator ride.
Everyone, okay. So I guess we'll start with the faithful few.
I already know a couple of them, so I
Yeah.
don't do the ones.
Have you done Bosong?
No, but
Bosong.
I don't feel like I need to do Bosong because I feel like I know what he is.
Okay, so you
I
skip
just know
over
he's just
Bosong.
he's a chaotic. Well, no, you can do him anyways. Why not?
Oh, okay.
I just
the
think I know what
scales
he is.
stay perfectly balanced.
Yeah, I assume. He just wants to fuck women, hit people with hammers, and get loot.
He knows me so well.
Do you use it on Rolland?
Sure. Imagine Rolland isn't changing the whole time.
It's now lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral. You're a reborn
Well-
now, sir. Will your scales
Oh,
fall
no.
to the evil side?
I always
Do they?
do Rolland.
Yeah.
I always do safeguard.
That's right. That's right, Cannon. Your race determined your lineage, you dumbass.
Will was right.
Your actions don't equal your morals, Cannon. Oh, your race is your morals.
I don't say
Guys,
anything.
Roland's
The
gonna
gods
turn
are
into the
racist.
New racist ruler of.
I don't say anything, Cannon. But,
Okay. Do you move to Khanek?
No, I already did Khanek.
You go to Nicholai. Do you do Nicholai?
evil
Yeah, sure.
Nicholai.
Please make this into a short, Harry.
Nicholai is
Make it
judged as good.
Alright.
This has to be a short, Harry. Look at Cannon's expression.
It was so good, dude. I'll write it down.
Will, what'd you say?
For what?
The scale
I
falls to
assume.
the good side for Nicholai. Yeah.
This is,
wait a
this is
minute,
not,
wait a
this is not
minute.
public information.
It's
by
not
the way,
evil.
man.
This
Just for
scale's
me.
just racist.
This is all my personal.
Okay.
information that I'm
So that's all of the faithful. You then hold it up to the elevator music is so funny. You hold it up to the Archon first, and he is the scale remains on the good side.
Yeah, I assume.
It even drops a little lower.
Oh, he's just aggressive.
Do you
Definitely
then
the
hold
kind
it
of
up?
guy who would like be like, oh no, I accidentally took one too many, and I've returned it as it's a sin.
Do you then hold it up to the elf?
Yeah, let's go through a wall. This guy was talking a load of horse crap, so he's the one that procked this whole thing.
The elf falls to the opposite side.
Ah,
Oh.
He's like really good.
no, it's very opposite.
No, he's aggressively
Very-
evil.
How aggressive was my evil?
Kill him now. He's a changeling. He's
I
stuck in the room with
stab
us.
him.
He's a changeling.
Dude,
Kill him now. Kill
Actually,
him.
hold up. Do I notice this?
Well,
Wait,
you don't know what
actually,
my
I'm gonna
scale
wait
means.
till
Will is
Will
the
knows.
only one who understands the scales.
Kill him now. He's a
Will.
changeling. Kill him now.
Dude, Will, actually.
I must say, I don't quite
I take
like
out-
the way
I
that you're
take out
looking
my-
at me there, Harbinger.
I take out my blade, I stab him.
But
Make
wait,
an attack roll.
Elevator.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh my
He's
god.
evil.
Which one is
What-
he?
What are you doing?
Wait, which one is he on the map? Is he this guy?
He
the guy
is next to
guy?
Amadeus. Yeah.
Alright, I just gotta make sure.
Amadeus, the changelings.
We're in the elevator.
No, it's
There's no time
warning.
to explain. Yeah.
There's no warning because I have the sun blade, so my blade just like it's a lightsaber pretty much. It just fucking like extends. It's not a lightsaber. It's like the blade is just made of.
Oh, it's just a beam saber, not a lightsaber. What the fuck?
It's just the sun blade.
No. It's
I love this. I love this shit. I love this.
It's basically a lightsaber. It's just a hilt, and then it just ignites with like light, and it just.
That's a lightsaber.
It's a lightsaber.
It's pretty much a lightsaber.
Anyway,
That's
I like
fucking
this shit.
badass.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I like this shit. It's just funny.
Quick ass fucking blade, and I will.
Rolland covers the baby's eyes.
Don't you dare! He wants this. He wants this.
Khanek, I hear.
Wait,
yes,
no, you have. It must
blood.
no conflict, Rolland.
No.
You knock him down to literally 1 hit point.
Perfect. I have 2 attacks.
Yeah, you stab him once, and then to make sure he's dead, you just bring your blade up, and slice him in half, basically. And there's just blood gushing everywhere, all over everyone in the elevator, and the elevator music's still just playing. And
I turned my sunblade off.
God.
Do we see if he's a changeling? What happens?
Yeah, his body falls limp first, and then everybody reacts. Amadeus is like, "What are you doing, Harbinger?"
I put my hand up, and I don't say anything, and I say, "Wait for it."
And there's a flicker.
Yeah, there.
Oh my
Flicker
God! Yeah.
fades out.
Yes.
And
Finally, finally, I'm not punished for doing this. This is the first time I've ever not been punished for doing this. One time I killed an innocent person, and the other times it's been cucked.
You're such a cunt.
Soul read.
The elf that was once an elf is now very much, you see the white flesh of a changeling, resting against the side of the elevator wall. And, Amadeus immediately turns to look at the Aarakocra and he says,
I thought you said you use Zone of Truth.
I look around the elevator, I go,
wait, scale the Aarakocra! Scale
and
him!
the Aarakocra is like,
Yeah,
he like looks at you guys like, you know, like the hand gesture.
Scale him! Wow. Scale him.
No, I have my scale, and I say, if anyone would like to come clean now, otherwise, the scale will show your fate.
I speak only the truth.
I approve this message. Scan him.
And the hands of Huul will show your fate. And I hold
Many
it to
did
him.
think you were dead for hundreds of years.
Can I vote? Can I vote Ocerus as the new main character?
In the name of God.
I'll scale the last two here.
You gave up your main character status.
I'd like to nominate them as a former candidate for the main character.
I'll scale.
Promote Will, demote Cannon.
It's because Cannon had a kid. Cannon had a kid. He has to retire now.
Actually, yes, he does have to retire. You gotta look after him.
Ocerus, you hold up the scales, and they stay onto the evil side in front of Sesso.
I slaughter him.
Oh my God.
Like,
go ahead and roll the
attack. Down, like there's not any movement or anything.
Can I give a help action? Can I give a help action?
Is it like bottomed out here?
Yeah, it bottomed out.
Natural 20.
Oh my God!
The heads of Huul will show your fate.
I'd like to give a help action for this.
I continue covering Baby Dalen's eyes.
Through the beak of the Aarakocra, it starts flapping like,
You will all fall before the might of Bedlam. We will kill you in the shadows.
What?
I cut his head off.
Nah, dude. Yeah, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy.
He was evil? I thought this one was a bait.
No, it's got. Oh my God. Who else entered the room? Who else? What other?
No, I can't believe the Dragonborn died. He was probably good.
I just
No.
imagine I'm covered in blood. I'm just like,
This whole elevator's just fucked. How did they even get
Amadeus is now looking throughout the elevator, and he looks at the
Has he been scanned
He looks
yet?
at the robot, and the robot says,
Don't you point that thing at me. I am a warforged through and through. Beholden to the hive mind of Monarch no longer.
I'll scale him anyways.
Wait, insight.
Go ahead.
You don't need insight. I have my scale.
Use the scales.
I want to insight.
You all do find it rather odd that this
robot,
from most of your understandings, they are beholden to a singular mind of their ruler, Monarch, and this one seems to be acting of his own accord, which you've seen happen with your previous negotiator, Peacekeeper, but never another Warforged.
Now hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. Actually, dude.
Will, you hold your scales up, and the scales say he's evil.
I slaughter him again.
I helping action again. Action
go
again.
ahead and roll the hit.
I swear to God,
Wait,
no.
Where's he on the fucking map?
He's
That's him.
You found him, yeah.
Him, right?
Oh, that was him. Okay.
Yeah, that is him.
He's wearing a suit. He has to be.
Dude, holy shit. I didn't even think about the possibility that they can change into fucking Warforged.
You successfully hit. You're gonna roll again, yeah.
I smite him.
I smite him.
What's the smite? Which one's the right one that you're supposed to use?
Why does Will get to be violent and I don't?
You didn't say it fast enough, Bosong.
What do you want, Will?
What's the smite called?
Hit him as well.
What do you mean, Divine Smite?
Oh, that's what it's called.
Will doesn't even know what the smite is, and he's a paladin. Harbinger.
The negotiator is going to respond in kind by channeling, like bringing up his fist, and you see it begin reverberating, and he discharges it at you. I'm gonna see.
To be fair, we did. Oh, yikers!
Yikers!
He's gonna try and stun you with one of his strikes.
I am curious about the fucking Amadeus because.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution save, Will.
I said I am curious about Amadeus.
You are stunned.
He did use like high divine magic.
I'm stunned. Bosong, get him.
After he stuns him, he says,
Bosong, smash his head in.
Bosong smash.
After he stuns him, the robot's going to look at everyone in the elevator and say,
"Nope.
You have all already fallen for our task. We are already complete. Our plan is almost to fruition."
And
the baby?
No, don't let him leave.
Bosong, crush his skull. Crush his skull, Bosong.
Fucking,
you got it.
Do it.
So I just want to make one thing very clear: Misk is dead on sight.
What the
Oh, dude,
fuck?
that guy's dead.
We'll feed him to the wolves.
Fuck Misk. Holy
Guys, Misk is dead on sight. Oh, Harry, you know how shit started? It's because I asked Amadeus about the bombing, and his answer was so fucking weird that I'm like, all right, well, it's not
Amadeus is good. Amadeus is good.
No, not
all these
Amadeus.
NPCs.
Oh, the other guy.
We're killing all the
I was like,
NPCs.
his
Yeah, I
answer
mean-
is so weird, man.
Yeah, it was just a load of horse shit. It was just like the most like legitimately like his bullshittery.
What plan? What the fuck is happening?
I'm swinging my hammer.
Dude, here's the thing. It's so funny. I feel like the Hail Hydra thing would have worked so well against Misk specifically, because Misk deadass didn't know any of this is happening. So you go to Misk and you're just like, Hail Bedlam, and Misk is like, oh, he's probably an agent, and then he has no fucking idea.
That's
So
it.
who am I killing right now? Negotiator, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I already raging, so...
Crank his skull.
I'm hitting roll and it's not going through.
What?
Are you targeting him with if you
targeting
hover
me?
If you hover negotiator and
Hover
hit
his
T.
token and press T.
I can't see anything right now. I'm in the red citadel, but I can't see anything.
What
Really?
the?
He's right here. You're right next to him.
How have you not been able to see the map this whole time?
I've just been assuming it's been theater of the mind.
Oh.
Maybe
Oh.
lock a refresh.
Wait.
Refreshing now.
Well, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just. I mean, I turned off your vision. Let me turn it back on. You shouldn't need vision to see in this scene, though. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Bye, negotiator. It's been nice knowing you.
You see him now?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's not our negotiator.
Clong.
And then these are regular hits.
Clong. Clong.
Oh wow, he's pretty tough, huh?
Yeah,
Can I go
no,
up
your
and
your
fucking
attacks are
grasp him?
still doing half damage for some reason. Well, it's actually doing a quarter damage because he's resistant to non-physical.
Can I go up and shock and grasp him?
Yeah. You're in the elevator.
I mean, yeah.
We're all in the
right.
elevator, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
You can do whatever you want to this guy.
I don't want to actually.
He's not
do,
getting out, so just murk him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who have we decided to kill out of this party? There was one changeling, and then negotiater, and
They're all
then
changelings. There's 3 changelings. They're all changelings except
That
for
was actually almost there.
except for aggressively good goody two shoes.
Safeguardian.
Old
Yeah.
boy. Relic. Not Brelic. Relic. 'Cause he's old.
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
He's old and dusty.
Damn, 19 off of Sean Grass. Good job,
Also,
buddy.
and I'm assuming. Oh wait, I didn't. I should roll. I should have rolled that with advantage because he's literally
He's
made
1
of
HP,
metal.
so if anyone hits him with anything, he's gonna die.
All right, someone else.
Let's kill him. Rolland, go do your thing.
Rolland.
Like
Roland's covering the
exploding?
eyes. Someone else has to stab.
I am covering the eyes.
Oh, somebody kill him.
I'm
you
taking
wanna
a
do it,
shit.
or-
Someone roll a d20 for me.
I'll roll a d20 for you, Zach.
Okay, what's the d20?
16.
16.
Okay, so add like 7 to that, and then roll 3d10.
Okay.
Well, okay, he's literally like 1 HP.
Okay, so he takes 20. I firebolt him, and he takes 23 damage.
All right.
All right. Yeah,
That should
you
be
successful kill him, and his body kind of
Let's
flops
go.
against the side of the elevator as the appearance of the Arakakra flickers to that of a changeling, and then the appearance of the Warforged flickers to that of a changeling. All 3 of these changeling agents, evidently, were are pressed up against the sides of this elevator. Is absolutely disgustingly bloody in this thing.
I point my finger gun to Amadeus or whatever his name
Has
is.
he
Like,
been scanned? I don't trust
Yes,
that.
he's been
no, I
scanned,
know
he's
he's been. I know
aggressively
he's been.
good.
No, I know. But I say, so
I was telling Matt. That was more for Matt.
you haven't known of changelings in the last 500 years? Is this a new occurrence in the world?
Amadeus's eyebrows are furrowed as he kind of stares ahead, clearly flabbergasted by this entire sequence of events.
Why did they help me escape?
And that's
And why
rewind
did
the
they help
session.
us? No, you no, Harry, you cunt. No, dude, it's so fucked because they wanted us to kill Catal. Now it's fucked because now we're moving into Act 3. Every act we have done, we have helped Bedlam. It's so fucked, guys. It's so fucked.
No, they helped you, Jack. You could have chosen to not do this. You could have chosen Sanctum.
You were still very naive in your age. Do not trust people.
The session is over. We're cutting it off at a cliffhanger of why did they help me escape?
Maybe we just kill Amadeus too, just for the heck of it, you know?
No.
He used like some crazy divine magic.
That was such a
I can't, dude. I can't wait to tell Amadeus that Safeguard is basically been taken over by changelings, probably.
Oh yeah.
This is so funny. That was a fun session, guys. I had fun.
Fucking crazy.
I have no allies, only enemies marked in
Let
red
me tell
and
you,
enemies marked
the
in blue.
scales of Huul, fucking baller item.
Well, I literally
What
gave
the
you a
fuck?
soul. I literally gave you the soul read item.
It's
It
just
literally
racist.
is my wet dream of an item. It is.
Nope,
like,
it's
this is
simply
what I've tried
racist.
doing in every campaign, and generally it never worked.
The sus check.
There were so many times where I was like, I want to murder this guy, but I don't want people getting mad at me. So now it's like, I have a reason.
I like how your answer
Vote
to that
for
was-
Ocerus to be the new main character, guys.
Promote Osiris Demote Cannon, the new campaign.
I like how you said demote Cannon and not demote Rolland because you associated his Cannon's failure.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Hey, at least you got it.
Dylan already did it for you.
Hey, you're resistant to poison damage. That's pretty cool.
Dude, it's so like it's just so funny that it's like, of course they were all changelings.
Okay, from my perspective, I didn't even hear the conversation where they came into the picture. So I'm imagining a cartoon scene where I'm like standing over these bodies, resurrecting them, and then these two people who are like pretending like they knew us all along just slide into frame and are like, "Damn, this is weird." And I'm like, and it's like some weird spell where I like have to think I knew them the whole time, and I was like, "Yeah, that is weird, best friend." Like,
Yeah, it's like that Rick and Morty episode where the memory fucking bugs.
yeah, literally that one.
That's what the changelings are. It's the Rick and Morty shit, bro.
Oh my god.
Will, I made my NPCs so believable. Why did you have to soul read them, huh?
No, his answer was so sus. I was like, bro,
They were believable
you,
until that
Where
moment.
did they even come
That
from?
moment
That's
was
the
when
real
I
question.
was like,
they were
"That's fine."
believable, and then I was like, "Oh, did you hear about the Haven bombing?" He's like, "No."
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
No.
lie.
It
What's
wasn't even
that?
It was
No, I know. It's when he
yeah.
did the, "Oh, we're gonna do the votes, and we have to try our best," and it's
Yeah,
like,
it was-
and then you read him as evil. You're like, okay,
Dude, I
there's
have
something
to
not adding
timestamp
up.
that moment. I have to timestamp.
No, because it
that.
just doesn't add up. You can't be a guy who says, "Oh, even if the world is darkness," that's like Lux, bro. That's like you meet someone who's like Lux,
Yeah.
and then you read the scale, and it says Lux is evil,
Evil.
and you're like, that's not adding up. It's Nico. It's not Lux.
Shimata.
Bro,
Yeah.
it was just like I was doing something. I like got a message, and I was just like I was kind of checked out. I wasn't really listening, and then all I heard was like I heard like oh, blah 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 blah, and I was like I checked back, and I was like that was the biggest load of horse shit I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, all right, let's scale and check and kill these guys if they're evil. Like Jesus Christ.
Bro.
I'm not gonna.
Oh
It's.
my God.
I'm not gonna lie. It sussed me out the moment that the moment we are about to die. Like in the fight, these fucking goobers all come in or some shit.
Realistically,
I'm
I guess if I was
like-
being consistent on my scale, I should have attacked Cannon too, because give up
Mhm.
evil, but I have scaled Cannon before, so
yeah.
that was fun.
Jack,
What
that
did the scale-
interaction. Jack, that interaction where you're like, then why? What's the like? Talara was like, fucking. What did he say? He was like, "Oh, I never expect anyone to follow any legislation we pass." And then you're like, "Then
Yeah.
why? What's the point?"
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, no
what
shit.
matters is
Like-
that we
like that's-
tried.
I actually. Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
No. Actually, that wording was so fucked. It just the like it. Oh, I know no one will follow it, and I'm like, okay, that's
See, this is what I
immediately
mean.
sus,
No
and then
matter
the-
how sus Khanek's psychotic ramblings are, you know he's here for the end game. No matter how psychotic this fucker is, he's here for the end game.
Has anything come up since you dropped your manifesto back again?
Oh, that's why I asked the guy from Gale. I was like, oh, yeah.
Dude, but the guy from Gale's a changeling, and he knew you were the pillar.
No, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Crazy.
These changelings must be pretty
No,
deep.
they were in deep. They were
Yeah.
in deep. Like, he wasn't like he changed into a... Like, it's not like he came to Bedlam, then, like, made up a story. It's probably like, oh, he was a changeling in Gale, then got captured, and then he's, like, still going along with the story. They're pretty in fucking deep. Like, this is a deep
I was not sussed out at all by... only the one guy. The other two, I was like, oh, they're probably fine.
Yeah, and then we scaled them. And then I thought when you killed the bird, it was gonna be a bait. And then Harry said, oh, you hear him squabble out, "You have all fallen before Bedlam." I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what? This is like the thing. I didn't realize. I was like, what the fuck?
This is if the Red Scare was
real.
Was accurate and real, yeah.
This is gonna be
Hey, wait a second.
I guess Will's McCarthy, actually.
Roland's evil now.
Have I sufficiently traumatized you guys? Yeah.
Dude, what if Rolland
that was
actually
awesome,
is
dude.
missed, guys?
This
That was a
actually,
banger moment,
guys.
Will.
Wait, no, guys, we have to go back down the elevator, back to Catal. We gotta go back, revive him again. We need to ask him about the changelings again.
There have been like 2 moments in your campaigns, Harry. That was like the second one where it's been like, Harry just let me do something fucking... Oh no, 3 votes. Harry let me just do something fucking pog. Like the first one was like Cheers introduction, like in that scene. You just let me even though I'm a bard, you just let me do some fucking like... I just slammed his head into the sink. I was like, based. What a sick intro.
Yeah.
And then the next one, the other one was the clock, the clock tower, obviously.
Harry,
that was fucking
you know
hilarious.
what
We fit one in tragedy,
most,
Will.
Harry, you know what hurts me the most in this campaign is how realistic, like, the frustration I feel toward the leaders of all these nations are. They're all such cunt retards. They're all just like, oh, I hate these other people. They suck ass. And then they're all being manipulated by fucking changelings. There's changelings in every kingdom, and they're just like, no, but I hate fucking Bedlam. No, sorry. I hate fucking Sanctum. I hate Haven. I hate Forlorn. And it's like secretly I'm like, oh, what do you guys think about Bedlam? They're like, well, they're evil, but they're kind of uninvolved, so it doesn't matter. It's like, no, you retards. They've been involved in everything. You fucking retards. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It fucking hurts. Like, think about it. Think about it. Haven. The entire High Council of Haven was infiltrated. Dude, I literally asked this stupid cunt. I was like, Catal, your people don't have faith. Like, what? Tell me about Bedlam. He's like, ha, I won't tell you. Ha. It's like, you fucking dumbass. Fucking, what's his name? The Seraph was blinded by his hatred of fucking Forlorn and Gale. Was like, fuck Lord Akko, fuck Catal. And I'm like, yo, we're like, hey, you know, that new Gonath and all these people like that you recruited, do we know if they're reliable? He's like, nah, I don't care. Fuck Forlorn. It's like, okay. Like,
I love this.
Oh my god, wait, Gonath.
Gonath's probably a fucking changeling.
Dude, Gonath's 100%
No, because okay,
changeling.
I'm
Holy
saying this
shit!
right now.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
No, dude.
No, think about it.
You said Gonath? You didn't think Gonath was a changeling, man?
No, because he was.
I didn't think about it until
because he was
just
so
now.
sus.
That
Because remember,
motherfucker
Jorma literally asked him about the shit, and then he like Gonath didn't know about Goliath's culture. Yeah, Gonath knew nothing about the Goliath culture. And then the other thing is that Harry set up a potential combat that would have against Gonath, and this is a meta thing. But here's the reality: Harry is the type of guy. He's like, okay, I'm not gonna prevent you a fuck ton of evidence that Gonath's like evil, but I'm the DM. I'm like, oh, but I give my players freedom, and that means if you guys want to fuck him up, it's gonna happen. So that's why he set up the potential combat there, because he's like, oh, my players, maybe they want to, but us as players, we're like, oh, we need evidence. So Harry's
I just
like,
said that Jorma didn't give a shit at the time, but I was like really sussed out because he knew nothing about the culture, and also like.
But on a meta level, that was a.
Jorma would know like almost every like.
The thing is too, we also were spellbound too by the not really like fully like understanding how bad it was, the changeling situation, until we were planning out the war in Heritage.
I'm surprised Heritage didn't have that many changelings, but I guess even changelings don't want to become podunks.
And Will did the soul read on the fucking what's his?
Only you can prevent yourself from being a podunk.
Yeah, the changelings don't want to become podunks.
Embrace.
David, now when you dude, okay, Bosong had probably his mind fucked. He was gonna go back to his tribe and be like, are my people even real?
Nah, this people aren't so weak to be infiltrated.
Aren't you based on like Filipinos?
Yeah, but really angry Filipinos.
They're Filipinos.
I think they'll be infiltrated.
So far, the lore stands that nobody knows where the islands are, more or less.
I think there's a couple moments from that session that we're gonna see in some shorts coming up. And
those are some banger moments, guys. I have a lot.
I can't wait for the blood on Will's face, like
I just
expression.
have to rewatch it.
Someone needs to make like a high level edit of Will's face just covered in blood.
It's just, I just literally just imagine the fucking like. I just think back and I was like, how like I was not paying attention. I was like, what a load of horse shit. I slaughter him.
Cannon, did you hear my entire rant?
Hey, I never catch a break, do I, Harry? Huh? You and me, this little cat and mouse game, you know?
Hey, dude.
Wait, Cannon, did you hear my entire rant about all the political leaders? I was like,
yes, I heard everything.
I'm a DM rolling dice, Cannon.
That's why if I got one.
Harry, can you put some pictures of changelings in the chat so we can know what they look like?
I can find some art. Yeah, I do have art
Who just
ready,
left?
but
What?
Oh,
dude-
Will just left.
Yeah, what do changelings just look like?
yeah, I can show you what they look like. I don't want to use any. Well, does it matter if I show you art that I already have? Let's see. I've never flashed a changeling visual for you guys. No. I did for Cistern way back in the day. They kind of look like this.
Right. Ew, they're so ugly. Yuck.
Yeah, it's the most noticeable, like,
gross.
It's just white skin, white eyes,
Ugly.
white hair. Like, there's no discernible like features really.
Yep. For all intents and purposes,
Like-
they don't all look exactly like this, but yeah, basically they this is the vibe.
The idea being a blank canvas.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for playing this week's session of Tragedy of War. We'll be back same time, same place next week with more content. Thanks for watching.